Mexicans.
That sucks.
Lesbians.
I like that in a woman.
And every other kind of BB.
I love paying for sex.
This moral decay weakens our resistance to the onslaught of the communist masters of deceit.
We're a bunch of scumbags.
These abnormalities are corrupting the minds and the hearts of our children.
Jackass.
And yeah, we're back. Where have you been? It's depressing and horrendous. It's awful. A bunch of idiots.
Perversion for profit.
Here it comes! Here it comes!
The Opie and Anthony program. El virus. The Opie and Anthony.
God, that irritates me.
It's just like somebody took a bat to my brain.
We're the only radio show that makes you want to hate us.
Opie.
I want my coffee.
Anthony.
I want that fact.
Jim Norton.
I want Ozzy.
We are going to dumb this thing down to the point that we're going to be #1 with Down syndrome children.
Hysterical.
Show.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
All of radio rips me off.
Shut up, you damn asshole. Shut up, you damn asshole.
O&A party rock! O&A party rock!
Get to it! Hello, exactly!
Was that supposed to be sexy?
Can I kiss you on the mouth?
Well, let me tell you something, my Mick friend.
Do you want to kiss me, or...?
He was banging cocktail waitresses 2 at a time.
Hello, exactly!
Okay!
Get it!
Anyway. Foul.
Welcome to the Opie and Anthony program. The O&A virus spreading across America. What do you think, Anthony?
I don't know. Let me see. Oh, boy.
You're booming.
No. I kind of dig it.
I'm going to just turn you down a little bit.
Are you sure?
Just slightly.
Let me see.
I like.
Oh, this could work. Wait a minute.
I like it, Anthony. I like it.
I think it might actually be there. All right. I kind of like it. I'm on my mic, and it's working. Thank you.
I think they got it figured out, the microphone.
I think they did.
Anthony's microphone. And here we go. Another Opie and Anthony show about to begin.
Good morning.
Good morning. Who brought breakfast?
I don't know.
You brought breakfast? Thank you.
Who were those guys?
Food, courtesy of Bag O Nuts Comedy Team. www.bag.com. They have a comedy porn DVD called Reality Sucks, which is out now.
Comedy porn DVD? Uh-oh. Let me see.
Girls, courtesy of Showgirls. What? Are there girls here?
Yeah.
Right now? Are they naked yet?
Not yet. I saw one walking around in jeans and a little, what is that, half T-shirt.
What the hell is she waiting for?
Ooh, the other girl.
And then we have a hypnotist coming in?
Mm-hmm. Who's the wacky guy? There are wacky guys in this porno.
Yeah, they're here, too.
They're here, the wacky guy?
Uh-huh.
And this wacky guy?
Yeah.
What do you mean wacky guy,
I'm
Anthony?
seeing porno and wackiness.
Let me see. We've discussed that you shouldn't have too much wackiness in your porn.
Well, Jimmy actually likes comedy and porn together. I've seen it in your act. You talk about how great that is.
No.
Look at him. No. What are you saying?
You're serious. I'm like, I must have just sold my whole thought process out for a joke. I really am all work.
Of course not.
I'm looking at
sarcastic, sir.
The only thing I like in porn is tears.
I'm looking at the DVD cover, Pornywood, and it's the girls are awesome. And then you got the wacky dude.
Then there's wacky guy.
In a bow tie.
Has like a Rupert Pupkin look to one of them.
Yeah, exactly. With shades on.
Yeah.
All right, we'll give these guys about 30 seconds. No problem.
Oh, they brought food.
Yeah.
As I eat my regular sandwich.
We got food, naked girls, comedy, and a hypnotist today. What?
A hypnotist?
What?
You know, I'm very skeptical with the hypnotists. I don't buy into the whole hypnotism thing.
Yeah, Anthony's always been kind of against the hypnotist guys.
I think it's just it's a show, you know. When these hypnotists, they go out and You see them at like comedy clubs and stuff. They have hypnotists, and they get the people from the crowd, and they make them act all funny and do weird things. That's all like fake. It's all fake. The people get up there and they're acting for their friends. It's it's their time to get their little 15 minutes of fame in front of a crowd, but it doesn't really work, the hypnotism. You can't make somebody, you're a bird. Okay, you are you're a very outgoing person, but now you're a complete slut. You go around and and show the guys here.
That's the road I want to go down.
Yeah.
If you want to prove that hypnotists are real, you get a show together. Mm-hmm. You get some really tough, hetero guys.
Yeah.
And you make them suck dick on stage.
Yeah. That's a show.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll see if
our advance tickets on sale.
And we'll see if they're just acting for their friends, Anthony.
Yeah.
Because most people say they don't remember what they did under hypnosis, right?
I was a skeptic, but when I woke up out of it and I had jism coming out of my mouth,
right.
I got to say, I believe him now.
I believe him now because I have no...
Because I'm not gay.
Right.
But, I was taking a fat one in the ass and,
Then I'll believe
I'm not gay.
That this thing is the real deal.
What about though, when they hypnotize people for information, like license plates and all that stuff? I mean, they can get you to kind of go back and see things that you can't see or remember things you can't remember.
I think I don't think that's hypnotism like everybody thinks of it. I think if you saw a license plate and you can't quite remember, they put you under, maybe they're tapping into that part of your memory and relaxing you in ways where you could access the information easier. Things like that, I believe in, sure. But not, okay, you're a chicken. Or you're, I don't buy it. Did you get more jism in your eye?
No.
Oh, that eye is red.
Yeah, your eye's all messed up.
Is it really?
Yeah,
but
it's
just
all
that
red.
side of that eye.
I'm a mess.
Okay. No, you okay, Jimmy?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, my God, you all right?
Yeah, I guess.
I guess.
Are you tired?
A little bit. My schedule's been messed up all week. I'll be all right.
Yeah.
All right. Jimmy's a little tired.
I thought he had a little jism in his eye.
No.
You look a little beat up today.
I feel tired, man.
All right.
Yeah.
Hang on. We'll get you through it today. That's what friends are for.
Right.
One guy's, just kind of stumbling around. The other guy's help him out.
That's right.
Let's go to Chris on Long Island. Chris, what's up?
Hey, what's happening, boys?
Hey.
Hello.
I was just checking Harry out on my drive in this morning, and one of his sycophants called in and said that the show that Ashton Kutcher was doing, the Freaks and Geeks or whatever, is a ripoff of Howard because Howard fixed up, like, his idiots there with, like, hot chicks. And then Howard just very matter-of-factly says that all of reality TV has something to do with his show.
Tell him, Fred. Tell him, Fred.
Out there, Unbelievable.
All of reality television.
All of it. And then before that, the guy was saying that how he's a big taper and he, will be able to tape the show and how he gets the satellite. And he's, the technology is amazing. They're going to have like a TiVo on it. I mean, isn't that the MiFi for crying out loud?
Oh, right. Like they're going to have some kind of way you can record a show.
Yeah, we already have it. It's called a MiFi.
Yeah.
Right. The technology is just amazing over there, though.
All right. Thank you, Chris.
Anyway, boys, have a good one.
All right.
When we were driving in D.C., we saw a car next to us, and my girlfriend looks down into the car, and there's a Sirius unit. It's stuck to the windshield. It's like a windshield-mounted thing, and it was so big. We were laughing so hard at it because it was giant, and it was taking up so much of the windshield that it was a hazard. It was an absolute hazard to the people that were driving around this car, and we could not stop looking or laughing at it. Like I had to drive next to the person to see how they could possibly drive with this huge piece of hardware right in their vision. Amazing, the people over there at Sirius actually crowing about this equipment that is just archaic and huge. It probably also doubles as a windshield defroster in the winter with the heat coming off the tubes in there. It just keeps the windshield clean, so maybe they do have a plus.
Oh, that's classic. Very nice.
All reality television. God, what a pompous asshole. Is anybody buying this stuff anymore? Is anybody listening and going, yeah, because I got to admit, back in the 80s, I was caught up in the whole thing. I would listen and be like, wow, I guess he has a point there. But, you know, you go through some kind of deprogramming. You have to actually be deprogrammed and see the truth. And then when you listen now with an open mind and go, oh, my God, he's staking a claim to all reality television, that he invented it. Tell him, Fred.
You tell him, Fred.
Unbelievable. Oh, that's right, Howard.
Whatever you say.
You did invent everything.
That's right.
Oh,
I can't disagree with you, or you'll get me fired, too.
Yeah.
All right. I think we should play some Bob Kelly remixes right away. I mean, right away. What do you think? I'm looking at a total of...
Yeah, how many were sent in?
I'm looking at a total of 30 Bob Kelly remixes.
30.
Our pal Bob Kelly broke his knee playing football with Dane Cook and the gang as part of Tourgasm. And they were rolling video for a DVD that's going to come out eventually. And we got the audio of him breaking his leg. It's great. It's absolutely great audio. And if you're a new listener to the show or you didn't get to listen too much this week, over the weekend, we play all the shows of the week, back to back to back to back to back.
Yes.
All right, so you can catch up on some of the things we did this week. But basically, we took the Bob Kelly audio, and we gave it to the listeners. We love to do this from time to time, and the listeners come up with remixes. Well,
there were some really, really awful ones. And not even awful like, wow, listen to this, it's so awful that it's funny. Just bad. Yeah. That make no sense.
Well, we got 30 of them, Anthony.
30.
We got 30 in. And we'll probably play no more than 10 of them.
Yep.
And we played a few yesterday already, so.
An example of awful
which
is
one?
Whoever put, like, Dust in the Wind and then played the Bob Kelly. Like, I don't get it.
All right, yeah, I mean, you know, don't change the channel. We're showing you an example of one that just, A, we don't get, B, just stinks.
Because people say, play the bad ones. Like, I want to hear it. No, it's not even bad in that way. This makes no sense. I don't know what kind of drugs the guy was on to put this together.
We'll just listen for a few seconds here.
Jim!
You're down, you're way down. Keep down.
I snapped my knee, man. I broke my knee, man.
Okay. Why would you put that together?
I was going to say, someone explain that.
Please explain it to me.
Maybe I closed my eyes and I broke my knee. Like they thought that there's two things that body parts are doing. That's the only thing I could
possible, and that's so out there.
Knee, man. I broke my fucking knee, man. I broke my knee, man.
Can I look at it?
I broke my knee, man. Oh, shit.
Dust in the Wind.
It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. Who did that one?
That was a jelly donut from whackbag.com.
Worst one ever.
Ever?
Worst remix ever. Well, in this group. That's the worst one because it doesn't even try to make sense. Like, at least the guy that with the with that music, at least you could picture that he's got the wacky Benny Hill music. This is also bad. But at least it's kind of wacky. Like it's something tragic happening to wacky music. I get what he was trying to do, but it's just not funny. As opposed to Dust in the Wind, which just makes no sense whatsoever.
I snapped my knee, man.
Yeah. See, so these are the ones we've had to weed through to come up with some of the good ones.
Well, they want to hear some of the bad ones, so
yeah.
This one almost made it.
Ah, fuck! I broke my knee, man.
By P. Niggity.
I snapped my knee, man. Ah, fuck! I broke my knee, man.
This is just a remix.
Right.
They're kind of...
Fuck! Fuck! Fuck!
All right, well.
I mean, you know. I know Drew Boogie, and you're no Drew Boogie, sir.
This one almost made it by Glenn, who's a new listener.
Fuck you!
Fuckface?
It's 11:21.
You're insane.
You told me 11 o'clock, you fucking cunt. Don't waste my fucking time again. You don't even give a shit.
Wait a minute, I just realized this isn't even a Bob Kelly remix, and we were listening to this one like it was a Bob Kelly remix. It's just me and the crazy father getting together.
Crazy dad that was left waiting by his son.
Yeah.
And Opie from the infamous Opie Jim Norton argument.
Right. All right. Then there was a Napoleon Dynamite that missed. The Pulp Fiction one almost made it. You want to listen to the Pulp Fiction one?
Didn't Steve highlight these as the good ones, though?
Yeah, one that we all liked a lot was the one that Steve highlighted as fucking terrible.
I just got a serious unit.
Oh, that's the thing you're talking about?
No, dude, it was bigger than this, I swear. It was more horizontal than this one is vertical.
Okay.
And it just took up the whole windshield. And Faggot Hawk from OpieAnthony.net is all pissed off. Sirius Radio's large piece of equipment. We get it. Get off the size of fucking Sirius units already. Why? They're big and it's funny. They're big and they try to make it sound like they're new modern equipment and it's funny. You ass shit. You know what? You're getting banned.
There you go.
I'm banning you.
We really have to start fighting back.
There you go.
We gave the listeners too much responsibility on this show. Every day they bitch about something.
Bitch.
They just find the one little thing that they don't like and they bitch about it and blow it out of proportion. We got to start fighting back. We got to take the responsibility out of the listeners' hands again.
I think
we have to go back to the listeners just listening.
Yeah. I ban you.
They just have to sit there and listen. Stop. Don't use the instant feedback anymore.
That's it.
Don't post on message boards. We gave you guys too much credit.
Yeah.
Too much fucking credit. Every day I'm reading about one tiny thing someone doesn't like and they blow it out of proportion.
A little thing out of the entire show that we do with minimal breaks, 4 hours every day.
Sorry.
And it's just like me.
Sorry, but when Jimmy goes off from time to time on how big the Sirius units are, it makes me laugh really hard. It's just one of those things that weave in and out of the program on a weekly basis, I should say. This guy knows what happened. What are you doing?
He just looked at me eating my banana.
Jimmy starts filleting the banana.
I have to.
Keith, what's going on?
Good morning, boys. Good morning, my little liquor stick.
Hi.
Hey, I figured out the Dust in the Wind Bob Kelly thing.
Please tell us.
I hope you guys are sitting, including you, Jimmy.
I am.
Kansas begins with a K, and so does your knee.
And Kelly.
That's right.
Very good.
Wow, you're onto something.
And kill yourself for this call.
I am. I'll tell you what. There's a subliminal, some sort of hidden message.
Richard's going to try to help us out. Richard, go ahead.
Hey, guys, I'm in the movie Old School when Blue dies.
Yeah.
And they sing Dust in the Wind at the funeral.
Yeah, okay.
That's probably what it's for.
That's the angle you think he took?
That's what I think he's doing with it.
I can't see any other reason.
All right. Thank you, bro. Let's go to John Q. John Q, what's up?
Hey, guys. So I had one of these Sirius units right before you guys signed for XM. I was one of the douchebags on Wagbag who took the speculation the wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
I went to Best Buy. Those fucking assholes mounted the fucking thing right next to my GM double DIN receiver. The thing was so freaking huge, I couldn't use program set 3 or 6 or freaking access the CD player. That's how big the damn thing was. I literally had to snap the bracket off to get to the right side of the fucking double DIM GM radio, which, you know, Anthony, if you have one, you know how big the fucking thing is.
Yeah.
I mean, just absolutely ridiculous on those Sirius units. The thing would generate more heat than my fucking heater in the car. So I was just like, what the fuck? And then as soon as you guys signed, I went back to the douchebags, windled and swindled them, and returned the fucking thing.
You know,
it was just disgusting.
Here's something I had to do. When we were going back and forth between Sirius and XM, we were having our meetings.
Yeah.
Sirius hooked us up with units.
I was about to
for
tell
the
you,
car.
I was about to tell you the one I got, but go ahead.
So I get the Sirius unit, and the guy comes to install it, and it's giant. It's this big thing that has to slide into this bracket that gets screwed into your vehicle. So now I got my Mountaineer. That's what I had at the Pathfinder at the time. And it's a new vehicle. And this motherfucker, I come out, and he's drill screwing a bracket into my console of a brand new vehicle. I'm like, what? Is this the only way to do this? Right then. And then he slides this big hot unit. It used to generate, like the guy said, so much heat that you couldn't take it out and hold it in your hand. It was that hot. And it was huge. And drilled screwed into the console.
I got a metal plate as big as a CD and a CD case.
Yeah.
That they mounted on my dashboard.
Is that what you had the hat over?
Yeah, I have to hide it. Because I'm so embarrassed by it. And now
what was it, like Lincoln's top hat? Took a hat that big?
It's gone now, and now my dashboard is a complete mess because they had to glue this metal thing on the dashboard, and then the thing went up another 2 inches before the unit.
Yeah.
And it looks like, I don't know, an oversized, like, CB radio or something.
And then they went to put one in we had a Jeep, too. A Wrangler, Jeep Wrangler. And there's really no dashboard on one of those things. It's just kind of flat instrument panel. The guy could not figure out where to put this thing because it was too big. You couldn't put it anywhere. So I wound up putting it on what amounts to the dashboard, which is like a little piece of real estate by the windshield. And it would hit the windshield. It fell off because he couldn't even get in there to screw this big bracket down. So he put some double-sided tape on to hold it, but the unit's so heavy that whenever you made a turn, the thing would almost fly out the passenger side window. Yeah, they're big.
And we're going to talk about how big they are all day long now.
That's right.
All right, Anthony, why don't we play some of the remixes that kind of made us chuckle here?
Yeah, some of the good ones.
Some of the better ones. Bob Kelly and Homer Simpson. This is the one out of 30 that came in that Steve labeled fucking terrible. It's from Todd from Framingham in Massachusetts.
Oh.
But it made all three of us laugh.
Made us chuckle.
Hey, a freak show!
I snapped my knee, man.
What?
I broke my knee, man.
What?
I broke my knee, man.
What's the deal?
I broke my fucking knee, dude.
Oh, okay.
Hold my hand, man.
You are gay.
It's fucked up. Hold my hand, man.
I'm not gay, but I'll learn.
All right, not bad.
And what I like about it's exactly. It's quick and to the point. You know, some of the remixes that came in were like 3 minutes long, 3.5 minutes long.
Why did dumb Steve hate that one and think that the Kansas one was just a brilliant remix?
No, he hated the Kansas one too.
I didn't like either one of them.
All right,
shithead.
This one made us laugh pretty hard as well. Kind of a takeoff on the Terry Schiavo one that came in a while ago. Steve, you didn't like the Homer one?
Why am I a shithead?
Like the one, shithead.
Wow, what is up with these heads?
Oh, God.
Steve, when are you going to punch someone around here?
I can't, dude. I
punch somebody.
Yeah. It's not that I wouldn't like to. I've hit people before, and I've seen what has happened, and I didn't like what happened. I didn't like the end result.
Wow, that's pretty...
Yeah. I hit somebody when I was working in clubs. I clobbered somebody really hard, and the guy went to the hospital, and I just did not like the after effects of what happened.
Lawsuit?
Yeah, potential, yeah. I didn't like the guy's thinking about pressing charges. He wants you arrested. I'm like, oh, shit. And it was just, it's that one impulsive thing. You clobber someone hard, and it's... So, restraint.
You didn't like these remixes, huh?
You know, it's like, as I was telling Anthony before, after listening to or absorbing all of this diarrhea, you're just, you're hoping for a nice, well-formed log with maybe some peanuts in it.
Good example.
To come along. And it's
good example because they are all shit,
yeah,
but you're hoping for a good one.
Yeah, it really is. And honestly... I did not like that Homer Simpson one. I don't think it flowed well. When I'm listening to these things, I'm listening for some kind of context or conversation.
He's listening for production value too.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But the DB was off on that one, and it's out of phase. And what?
Yeah, well, it's hard because no one's really hitting the bullseye on these. It's just you're trying to gauge them by awful and less awful.
Well, some of them are just making us laugh, though. Just giving us chuckles. Like this one from Harry T. Check this out. It's short.
I broke my fucking knee, dude. I broke it, dude. I felt the crack. Fuck. I broke my leg. I broke it. Hold my hand, man. I gotta squeeze something.
We like that one.
I still don't know how Steve didn't like. How did you not like the Homer Simpson one, but you think the Patsy Cline one is like a Turner Classic Networks remix?
Did I highlight the Patsy Cline one?
No.
No, I didn't. I did not. Thank you very much.
Brian Regan and Bob Kelly?
That wasn't that bad.
That was
It
awful.
was god-awful.
Really?
Yeah.
It was like one line from Regan.
Well, here's a taste of the Patsy Cline real fast.
He's down. He's way down. I snapped my knee, man. I broke my knee, man. I broke my knee, man.
So there you go. I mean, you get the point there. I don't know that one. But here's the Brian Regan one you like.
Well, the one problem I have with the Brian Regan one is he references a guy named Kevin later on. But as far as production value, I liked it.
We didn't get that far.
Yeah.
No,
I did. I've listened to all of these. That's the one difference between you guys. I've had
through.
to listen to over 50 of these
But
so
here's
far.
the deal with stuff like this. If it doesn't hit you within seconds,
Dude.
I know it stinks.
Dude, I know that, but the problem is none of them hit you like that.
No, you're right. You're right
None
about
of them.
that.
Yeah, but you didn't like the Homer Simpson one, and yet this Brian Regan one, you're acting like it's something about Mary.
I broke my knee, man.
Wait. Get some ice? Get some ice. Yeah. You getting it?
Get some leaves.
Just leave this one flat.
Can we get some
Hold
water?
my hand,
You want
man.
some water?
I gotta squeeze something.
You want to try and turn on your side?
I broke that fucking thing. I broke it.
You're going to be all right, dude.
I broke my leg, man. I broke my leg, man.
Where does it hurt?
Yeah.
Do you have the address on either of these?
No.
Let me go grab.
Hey, Mom. Okay. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. I just want to run in at full speed and, say hi and okay. So, Kevin. Oh, okay, of course. Okay. Well, you know how, like, his right arm, usually it bends.
It's an arm
You know what?
thing.
I will.
Arm, wrong name.
I will rescind my commentary on this one. That was a lot funnier at midnight.
Jesus.
Where were you, in the dentist's office with nitrous oxide on?
Dude, I generally sleep about 4 hours a night, and around midnight I'm punchy as hell when these things are coming in. So, all right, sucks.
Because it was what happens. Some of these guys make the mistake if they play 8 minutes of one clip,
Right.
and they throw in some line that might connect on some level somewhere, and it just
doesn't.
Doesn't.
It's pretty much the raw Bob Kelly breaking his leg audio and a couple of like little things thrown in that don't really make much sense.
Why don't you throw the prior bit in about running up and the monkey sticking his dick right in your ear?
Right, yeah.
You ran out my arm. Well, it's an arm. It's a limb.
I broke my knee, man.
This one, this next one, it was so close to being really, really good. It's from Dan H. from Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
Arthur Chien getting fired.
Oh, right, yeah.
Because of the assault on the media. With Nathaniel holding up the Opie and Anthony spread the virus sign.
Kind of like this one.
Not bad.
Ripping off the MTA, but as of today, transit officials are cracking down on subway swipers. CBS 2's Arthur Chien working our top story live from Midtown. Arthur, good morning.
Good morning, Sean. This is apparently a very simple crime to commit. All one has to do is buy multiple Metro cards, stand at the turnstile, and just continuously swipe people in all day. Police sources say these guys net a couple $100s a day, and that's pure profit, but it's costing the TA a great deal, about $16 million a year, and they're trying to put a stop to it. What the fuck is your problem, man?
I broke my fucking knee, dude.
What the fuck is your problem, man?
I heard it break, dude.
What the fuck is your problem, man?
I broke my knee, man.
Hold on.
I broke my knee, man.
Hold on.
I broke my knee, man.
Hold on.
See, he went too far.
Right.
That's what it was. Should have been the quick, do it once, get out. Why did he do it 3 times?
Because he's a triple scene climaxing ass.
Yeah, you had Arthur saying it 3 times, and then Bob saying his line 3 times. Enough.
Well, here's Beth.
Down, you way down. Fuck. I snapped my knee, man. I broke my knee, man. I broke my knee, dude. I broke my fucking knee, man. Hold my hand. Hold my hand. I gotta squeeze something. Hold my hand. Fuck. Hold my hand. God damn, man. Fuck. Hold my hand. Hold my hand. You motherfucker. Hold my hand.
That was not bad.
That's
right?
funny, and the isolated clip of him saying "hold my hand" is really funny. Hold my hand.
Hold my hand.
Hold my hand.
A whiny mo.
Hold my hand.
Hold my hand.
Hold my hand.
He could just as easily have been saying that to another man during a sad film.
Yeah.
Hold my hand.
Hold my hand.
Or during the scary part of A Nightmare on Elm Street.
Hold my hand.
1, 2. Hold my hand.
Hold my hand.
All right, let's get through the rest of them, and we'll move on here. Just a few more. Bob Kelly and the Ruddles, Anthony. This is from JM. This one was pretty good too.
Fuck! I snapped my knee, man. I broke my knee, man. Please, please hold my hand. Hold my hand, man. I gotta squeeze something. Hold my hand, yeah, yeah. Hold my hand, yeah, yeah. Hold my hand, and I'll see you home. Hold my hand, yeah, yeah. Hold my hand, yeah. I snapped my knee, man. I broke my knee, man. I broke my knee, man. I broke my fucking knee, man. I broke my knee, man. I broke my knee, man. I broke my knee, dude.
All right. This next one was from Blackout from Whackbag, Anthony. Pulp Fiction, when they bring out the GIMP.
Yes.
The whole GIMP scene. Mm-hmm. This is pretty good.
Not the GIMP. I think the GIMP's sleeping. Well, I guess you just have to go wake him up now, won't you?
I snapped my knee, man. I broke my knee, man. God damn, man. It's fucked up.
There you have it. You gotta know the scene, obviously.
Yeah. Well,
good.
I think everybody knows that scene.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
It's kind of funny. Like Bob's getting pounded in the keister.
Right.
By Zed.
The second to last one here, Anthony. Another one from P. Niggity.
Bob Kelly's a girl saying, hold my hand. Brings his fucking knee and says, hold my hand. What a fast.
Oh, my God.
Is it a point?
He's got a point.
Just made us chuckle, that stupid one. And finally, Fizz Nubby from Whackbag. I like this one a lot, actually.
Motherfucker. You mother. You bent backwards. Fuck.
That's very simple, short, and sweet.
Yeah.
Bob Kelly, the sheep.
So you don't have to overthink it. There you go. We had 30 of them.
Yeah, 30 people.
We gave you about 10, maybe a little more. I don't know.
See, we didn't go on and on with it.
No,
Playing all the bad ones.
No.
These suck. Can we say bit over yet? All right, enough with this shit. Play the good ones.
Those were the good ones. Those were the good ones.
Yeah.
All
they
right.
stink and I don't like them. There were a couple of good ones.
Oh. Was the feedback pretty balanced?
No.
No?
No. I think a lot of people didn't like it. Well, because we were playing the bad ones, too. That's why. If we just would have played the gold, we give you everything.
We didn't have any gold ones.
There's no gold. No gold.
We had a few copper ones. That turned my hands green.
Well, I'm looking out the window.
Yeah.
Look.
Girls. Cool kiss shirt.
Girls.
Yeah, definitely. We got some girls here. We got food here. We got a hypnotist that's coming. And lots and lots of things to do. We got Ralphie May coming back with Joey Diaz. Very cool. All right, we'll take our first break, and we'll do some other things. The midget family is back in the news.
Yeah.
We'll give you an update on that.
Little midgets.
Please tell me that they were killed in some sort of a hit-and-run accident.
Also, Jimmy has a problem with the iPod.
No, I actually...
You're okay with that now?
Yeah, I almost threw it out my window, yeah.
Yeah?
All right. Ted Turner is in the news. Gene Wilder's in the news. Michael Jackson.
What happened
Of course.
Oh, they're about to, decide if he's
Let
going
the
to jail.
jury decide.
He's not going to jail.
No.
He will not.
And maybe
be going
Ben
to jail.
can come in and explain why he gave this to Eric to give me in the middle of the first break. I don't know what it is.
What is it?
Something from Craigslist.
Oh. She looks naked.
Yeah, she is.
All right, well, maybe Ben will explain that next for us.
Like sands through the hourglass, so is the O&A virus.
Hey, it's an autographed picture of the Mad Mexican and Chicago.
Oh, wow. We got to bring this back to New York. It says best wishes O&A and Jim. It says the Mad Mexican and then Chicago. He's pointing to Chicago.
That's
the little
dog is adorable.
Isn't it, Anthony? Look at that.
What a cute
Isn't that
dog.
nice?
Aw, look at the little white face. He's got like a little white face.
No, you didn't.
Jesus Christ.
He was
Opie.
wrong.
Opie.
That's wrong. Oh.
Little white dog.
Is he out there? Oh, my God. Even I've been...
That costs money, too, for those pictures.
I've been with Opie on the air now for just about, 10 years. 10 years. Even I didn't see that coming. I swear to you, I did not think you would do that. Oh, my God.
He took the time to write Chicago with a little arrow.
With an arrow.
Pointing to his cute little dog.
You are a prick.
Oh.
You are a prick.
Little dog all happy.
Oh.
Can you get another one, please?
Yeah.
Please get another one. Just tell him something happened. We spilled coffee on it.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Tell him we spilled some Opie on it.
Yeah. You are awful, man. The guy...
We'll get another one.
Oh, that makes me so happy.
Wait, where do you get the other one?
You are really not right.
Yeah, we'll get another one. That's something happened. Carlo, bring me a signed picture. Something happened here.
That is more of a visual.
Yeah.
Because you just see everyone's faces just get really uncomfortable.
But that comes through audio very, very well. That rip was pretty distinct. People knew what was going on.
Oh,
no one thought that was a newspaper.
All right, well, Anthony.
Hey, that's a really nice picture. Look at the dog. All right, wonder what he's doing. I knew it was a bad move. As soon as I saw the picture, you turned sideways. I'm like, yeah. I ain't gonna be around for long.
Yeah, it turned sideways and it was over.
It is the cutest publicity shot ever, too.
It really is. Him holding the little dog.
All proud and stuff with his Chicago hat or shirt on, whatever.
Oh, it's adorable.
Opie and Anthony, the virus is spreading.
We got to get that clip.
Yeah, where'd that go?
Still trying to find that clip. It's Opie, it's Anthony, it's Jim Norton. We got girls outside the studio. They're going to serve us breakfast or something, naked?
Really? Not me. I ate already.
I'll eat more.
Naked chicks and breakfast never works.
No?
I don't know.
No. I never like when they serve food in strip clubs.
Why?
I just don't like it. There's a place for food and a place for naked women.
And a place for snatch.
Right. You don't want the two coming close to each other, I don't think.
I can't get hungry when I'm looking like at nudity. That part of my body won't work. Like I don't want to eat.
Shuts
be
down.
Left alone. Yeah.
Right.
What do you need?
Yeah. What do you need, Opie? You're reaching over the board.
I like when you reach.
Just
that
ask.
V thing shows.
Shut up.
Use your words, Opie. Use your words. Tell Jimmy what you want.
I just wanted the USA Today. There's an article in the money section about indecent or not, TV, radio walk fuzzy line.
Right.
Basically saying Janet Jackson, her boob popping out, indecent. These are the examples they show. But Private Ryan, Saving Private Ryan,
not indecent.
Not indecent. Very interesting. All right, I'll read that. I'll read that another time, I guess.
Read that at your leisure.
And can I ask Eric, what were you telling me about the Flash animation? I did not follow you.
Not doing it.
What?
I learned my lesson yesterday. Not doing it.
There was a lesson that was learned?
Yes.
You learned a lesson? Why don't you tell us what the lesson was that you learned?
What lesson did you learn?
What lesson? Get on mic. We can't hear you.
You don't learn no lesson. Just get on mic.
Yeah, you got to talk on the mic.
What
are you
lesson
doing?
was learned yesterday during yesterday's
I actually
show?
have a genuine question.
I want to know what lesson was learned.
Yes.
I didn't know we were like teachers.
We're a school here.
Eric, what lesson did you learn?
Get on mic.
Don't be shy.
Not doing it.
Not doing what?
As soon as I say something, you're going to yell.
Yell?
Never yell. I never yell at you.
Jimmy doesn't yell. I yell.
What lesson was learned?
Not doing it. Not doing it.
Oh, way to help our program out, Eric. Jesus. No, it's much better radio to do it this way.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, who wants to go for a laugh?
God forbid we actually try to make people laugh out there at someone else's expense. My God.
Yeah, let's talk about some other things like my foot pain.
All right, well, we're not going to do that, so.
Well, there goes that chuckle.
I got a great little story.
It better not be funny.
Yesterday, but I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, why should you? The show's not about making people laugh.
No.
At someone else's expense. You can't take one for the team.
It's about preserving your dignity.
You couldn't
at all costs.
You couldn't fucking step up to the plate and just take a quick beating.
As soon as I say something, it gets thrown right back at me. So I knew. All right, I'll stay away and let you guys do what you do.
All right,
What gets thrown back at you, Eric?
I volunteered any information that you didn't have yesterday.
Okay.
Got thrown right back at me, so.
Didn't.
Okay. John Amos.
I love John Amos.
John Amos?
What about John
Amos? He came up yesterday in conversation.
There were one or two other things from yesterday. I don't remember off the top of my head, but I learned my place. Not going to do it.
Well, you thought Joey Diaz was Wheels.
Yeah, I had to mention that for you.
Yeah. Jesus.
You thought Joey Diaz was Wheels Parisi. They're two completely different. They're just two fat men with mics in front of them. It's the only thing they have in common. Hey, didn't I see you once singing with two other opera people?
Eric's the new guy. We're gonna have to toughen him up still.
Yeah, we
need some toughening up.
We all get under the bus once in a while. It's for lack of a less used expression, but we all do.
All right, well, we'll move on with the show. Don't worry, Eric.
Steve, do you know why Ben sent me this? Ben gave this to Eric to give to me.
It's a Craigslist.
Shut up!
See? That's how you do it. Eric thinks he's going to sidestep the landmine. But they're all landmines.
You know what's so funny about that? Steve had no idea.
No.
And now you're playing into like, oh, see, I knew.
See?
You didn't know.
I had no idea.
I was trying to help the program.
I was trying to help. That is the most inaccurate goddamn impression, by the way.
It's a very good impression of
it. It is not.
It's a very good. It is not.
I just didn't want to deal with the consequences.
I've never heard the word not.
I can hear the C, the S, and the Q when you say consequences.
I know.
Because those are the letters in the word.
I know they are. That's why I say it like that.
But I don't. But you put on this semi-gay thing.
No, I don't.
But I don't talk like this.
No, you don't. What do you mean? I put this.
That's a great impression of his impression of you.
That sounds. Don't rip me off doing you.
Tell him, Fred.
Yeah. I don't put the gay thing in.
No. Well, of course you do.
What do you think the flame boots do? Add masculinity to it?
What? They're charming.
Whoa, don't use the word charming.
Charming. I say they're fabulous.
Yeah, fabulous and charming are two words heteros
I
don't use.
No, I think it's funny. I think I laugh at it, but it's just inaccurate.
You have perfect speech.
I have perfect diction.
I read commercials for a long time, man. You have to. You have to speak with perfect diction.
All right, thanks.
You never drag words together.
No.
You never, you stream them together.
Yeah.
Just tripping on them or whatever. He never does that.
Like, what are you doing?
What are you doing? Yeah, whatever.
It's kind of like one word. What are you doing?
Yeah.
If you take a tape of Steve talking, you'll hear a space in between every single word.
Right. Makes it
even if he's speaking fast.
That's a great
Makes it easier to edit, he says.
That's right. To edit.
That's right.
He even
you don't
speaks
have to
like it's
real
going to
life.
be edited.
Dude, I edit everything. I have these guys farming for drops all day long, so everything's potential fodder.
All right, thank you, Steve.
I heard both D's in fodder. Everything is potential fodder.
Where's the hypnotist?
I'm going to find that out right now.
All right, good.
All right, very good.
All right, car is wrapped around a pole somewhere. I think my legs still work. We tried it for Tough Crowd. Carl brought in a hypnotist to try to get us hypnotized. I don't know what he was going to have me do, but Patrice wouldn't do it. So I think that big fatso was afraid something creepy would come out.
Afraid that it might work. Yeah, there's some people that are afraid it might work, and that's why they don't want to do it.
But he yapped so much that Colin wanted to have one cue word where Patrice would be yapping and he could just say it and just shut him up.
Really?
He'd always talk. Yeah, that would have been great.
Yeah.
He wouldn't even try.
It didn't work.
It didn't work.
It wasn't going to work. Of course it...
Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens when he comes in here. Well, you're usually too nice to the hypnotist over the years.
I have been?
Yeah, you sort of go along with it.
No.
You're not believing, but I mean, you're not saying anything you wouldn't say, but you're
That's true.
You're being kind of quiet.
Yeah, I'm really gonna.
You don't want to wreck everyone else's fun because
that's what it is.
Everyone else is looking on, going,
I'm not
"Oh
like
my
Eric.
God, he does look like a chicken."
Yeah. And they go, "Oh, look at that! They're running around, and the guy thinks he's a football player, and he's throwing around, and I'm like, oh, he's having fun. Why? Who am I to ruin people's fun like our own Hawk? I would rather just go along and actually let them have their fun.
Right. That's right. You really are a black spot on the lung of fun.
Could you edit out in the replay where I actually said that joke before and no one heard it, and I had to actually reiterate the fun part?
What'd you say?
Listen to the replay. No, everyone missed it.
Did you use the same
I said
joke
Eric,
twice?
yeah. And I said Hawk. I changed his name.
Oh, it's a different joke, totally.
I stink. But at least it got a laugh. But I did do it twice, and I do realize I did it twice.
Two Jews walk into a bar. They manage it.
The best part of listening to the replays is you find out that all of us are bad listeners.
Oh, awful.
All of us.
I hear things that I'm in the same room with you people, and on the replay I'm like, this is new to me. I was not listening to this at all.
When did they talk about this for 40 minutes?
I have no idea. And I'm like, I must have been reading feedback or something because Opie's going on about something or Jimmy's saying something. I'm like, I don't even know what the subject they're talking about.
It's so true.
And then I pop in and say exactly the same thing Opie just said. Or
yeah, well, we all do our thing, but it's funny that we're just bad listeners,
horrible listeners.
And I think that's what you need to have. You need to be a good listener to do this.
Self-centered, egotistical jackasses
right.
We all are.
We're all just trying to get our lines in, not listening to the other guy's great line, stepping over them sometimes because you want to get your stupid line in.
Of course,
that's the battle. The hardest part about acting is listening. Like when you have to listen, it's about like relationships and. That's the hardest thing to do is listen and react. Yeah, because you're always like waiting just to go, oh,
waiting to spit your line out.
Yeah.
All right, here's the deal, Steve. The hypnotist is here. Wacky porn guys are here.
Hypnotist.
Now the wacky porn guys are different than the strippers that came.
They were the ones that helped. They are the ones that are actually in that. Where's that DVD I gave Anthony?
Over here.
Yeah, well, with the wacky guy.
Yeah, the wacky guys are actually
guy
here.
Porno.
The wacky guys are actually here, and they helped us get the girls. So.
Okay, we'll see what they're about.
And the hypnotist Salish is here as well.
All right, very good. All right.
Salish.
Cool.
Does he have the Magnificent or the Amazing before it? The Magnificent after it?
No, not really. He kind of looks like Marcellus Wallace, though.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, there he is. How you doing, sir?
Yes, all right.
What, does he put up his fist and say you're hypnotized?
I'm pretty fucking far from okay.
You're feeling sleepy while I get medieval on your ass. Big fucker, Jesus Christ. This is the guy that beat up Adam Baldwin in My Bodyguard. Leave him alone, Moody.
I'm more hypnotized, motherfucker.
All right, here we go. Anyone else see this show last night, Hit Me Baby One More Time?
No, I read about it in the paper yesterday, and I missed it.
It's a great...
I didn't watch it.
It's a great idea for a show. It really is.
I love any of the old nostalgia shows on MTV or VH1 or any of those. You know, the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
What is it called? I love the 80s. And I love the 90s.
Part 2.
And I love the 2000s.
Oh, I love the year 2004. You know, that's coming soon.
I like the 80s one they did. That was pretty cool. And then they like made Part 2. And it just kind of ran out of stuff.
Well, Part 2 was all the stuff that didn't make the
didn't make the cut for the first one.
So why would you make a whole show about it?
Yeah.
Because they're scumbags?
Because the 80s did so well that they figured they'd do it again, and they just didn't have enough real good material.
You can't do anything
memorable
mean.
80s stuff.
You can't do anything mean with these things. Like this, you
True.
know, what the clip shows, right? Where they show a clip,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and you comment, which is perfect for what's going on in Hollywood because there's no real creativity. You know, you don't have to create anything. Just show old clips and let performers do the work.
Mm-hmm.
They never leave anything mean in it. It's got to be fun. Hey, and then they'll show 5 guys doing the same line. You know what I mean? Go ahead, make my day. Go ahead, make my like 5 of the actors.
Yeah.
Say, fucking have some dignity. I love when they ask you to just say the line. No, I'm not saying.
Oh, really?
They
ask
absolutely
you that.
not.
Would you rather have a show the shuttle exploding and then do the need another 7 astronauts joke or something?
I bet I would.
It's a nice 80s moment. And
I
a little
said
humor
Bud Light. Remember that one?
Of course.
Or wet their 7 lips and stick them to the window.
Jesus.
Horrid.
All right, here we go. So Hit Me Baby One More Time. This is the concept. Basically, they bring back some old bands that you haven't really heard from in a long time. And I guess most of these bands were huge in the 80s. I guess they're going with that whole 80s thing again. And they get the bands to go on stage and do their hit.
Mm-hmm.
And then later they come back and they do a current hit song.
Right.
It's not a bad idea, actually, you know.
Do they have to still be in existence, or are a lot of these guys getting back together for this?
I think they kind of tour. They never really went away, but they sure aren't playing the arenas anymore.
Yeah, they were talking about to the Flock of Seagulls guy, and the band has been touring ever since.
Still touring?
Yeah, it's pretty much just him and his friends, though. I mean, he got rid of the other guys because who are they really?
You only need him.
And he lives in Florida with a wife that can only be described as a crack addict.
Really?
She looks awful, and he likes boating, and he still sings his Flock of Seagulls songs.
Does he have the hair?
He's got the rat eyes. And
rat eyes?
And he has some kind of version of... No, actually, I think it's just in a ponytail or something.
Because he had the whole swept forward, what they called the Flock of Seagulls hairdo, of course.
Yeah. But basically what this show does...
What a coincidence that he had that hairdo.
Dude, it worked out perfectly for everybody.
The Flock of
Before
Seagulls.
that, it was called the other man's hands in your hair, pulling you down into his lap, do.
But basically what this show does is show us all that time is just a bitch.
Ah, you can't beat it.
No one beats time.
No weapon against it.
No one beats time. We can start with Loverboy, actually. You got the original song? So Loverboy, everyone remembers the song Working for the Weekend, right?
How could you forget, Opie? Your old station, WBAB, used to play it every Friday.
Right.
I used to listen to the Friday afternoon happy hour. Who used to do that? Wasn't Ralph, was it?
Well, Ralph and Jerry
Martyr. That's right. And the Friday afternoon happy hour. And it would always kick off, Opie, with Working for the Weekend. Because what were we all doing during the week? We were just working for the weekend. That's it. And then you'd bang on your drum all day. They'd play that. And
yeah,
of course.
It was great radio back then. Brian from North Carolina. Brian.
Hey, what's going on, you guys?
Hey.
Hey, did you notice Tiffany's spare tire?
Oh, man, Tiffany is just a train wreck now.
Really?
She's had a few kids, whatever. And we talk about bouncing back. Oh, she did not
She
bounce
didn't
back.
snap back?
Because she's not even that old. Because in the 80s, she
was a kid.
She was just a kid, so she's probably in her 30s, I guess.
Yeah.
In
Mid-30s,
the
maybe?
upshot where you could just see, like, her chest, you were thinking, oh, it's okay. You know, her boobs got a little bigger from being pregnant, and then they scanned down.
Yeah, it was some kind of like...
Michelin Man going on. It's bad.
It was kind of like some see-through tent, kind of, I don't know. But it's
looking out, boys.
Yeah, the outfit was just meant to hide a bunt and a belly.
Really?
Oh, yeah. But you could see...
Camouflage wear, yeah.
You could see what's going on down there. Alan from Virginia, what's up?
I just wondered if I was the only one that thought that lead singer from Flock of Seagulls looked like a full-grown Vern Troyer.
Oh, that's not bad. That is not bad at all, man. All
right, guys.
I see the Photoshop happening as we speak. All right, so here's the original Loverboy doing Working for the Weekend, the song we've heard a million times on the radio, okay?
Headband on, Opie? I put mine on for this song. Can forget that.
Of course. You get the idea. There's the original, right?
Cranking on the way home. Yeah.
One thing I remember about that video on MTV, they used to, when the drummer hit the cymbal on that last thing, they would freeze frame it, and he was making the dopiest faces. That's all I remember about that video. And the stupid red headband.
And, well, here's Loverboy from last night's show doing the same exact song.
How many years are we looking at here?
It's got to be 20, right?
20 years? Okay, let's hear what 20 years adds to the song. Adds a little drop in the key.
Everyone's watching to see what you do. Everyone's looking at you. Everyone's wondering will you come out tonight. Everyone's trying to get it right. Get it right. Everybody's working for the weekend. Everybody wants a new romance. Everybody's going off the deep end. Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Everybody needs a second chance.
Stop whining. Stop it!
You want a piece of my heart? You made a strong start.
Quiet.
You wanna be in the show? Come on, baby, let's go.
All right, he belted that out. Wow.
What, do you think they're that bad? It was all
I
right.
think it was pretty...
Well, there's a big drop-off, let's be honest. I mean, John from New Orleans, he's online, and he wants to say that Loverboy plays 100 dates a year. That is true. They're still touring like crazy, but...
That's a hot ticket, I bet.
But time is
wow.
Not kind.
They definitely have to tune down for that song these days. It wasn't where it used to be, and then you kind of missed a few notes.
Yeah, well then they came back later on in the program and they sang a current song.
Is that what the theme of the show is? They sing their hit, and then they sing a new song.
You might want to listen to the replay. He just proves the point we made.
I'll listen to that later and see that I just reiterated what you had said already.
Well,
We're just awful listeners.
Because now that we acknowledge that we don't listen,
now we're going to point it out.
Oh yeah, all day long. It's pretty. It's really funny, actually. That's exactly what I said.
I was so busy.
So when are you going to play these Loverboy songs?
So here's Loverboy doing "Hero" by Enrique Iglesias. Just a taste.
Are they
Would you dance if I asked you to dance? Would you run and never look back? Would you die for the one you love? Hold me in your arms tonight. I can be your hero, baby. I can kiss away the pain.
It's not bad.
It's not bad, but it's like every lounge act I've ever seen. Horrible.
I can kiss away the pain's a pretty original lyric, though. That's pretty good. It's not hacky.
Let's go to Pete in Connecticut. Pete?
Yeah, I'm getting a little tired of the whole phrase, time is just a bitch. It's just getting way overused. I'm just sick and tired. I'm going to reach through my I'm just going to kill myself. All right, I just want to say hi, meaty tits. You guys suck, and I'll punch you out. See you later.
He's trying.
All right, Joe in Jersey.
Now, breathing heavy and looking at the phone after we hit end.
Joe in
What's up, guys?
What's up? Real fast. Let's go, Joe.
Hey, during the Loverboy song in the 80s, I strapped a headband around my car and have girls take their clothes off because I invented Loverboy. Hoo, hoo, hoo.
Tell him, Fred.
Tell him, Fred.
All right, thanks, bro. All right, you want to hear the Flock of Seagulls thing?
Sure.
The contrast? Flock of Seagulls came out in what, like 82, 83?
That was the early 80s, yeah.
Iran. Here's a little taste of Iran.
Bad video there, too.
Good song, though.
Early 80s video.
Still like that song. When that comes on, I still will listen to that thing.
I'll put it up, listen to the words.
And, well...
Unfortunately, when you go to the 80s channel, you don't hear that cut.
The 80s channel.
You'll hear some deep track off of...
The 80s channel stinks.
They won't play Iran? Why?
No, what happened with the decade channels, like, when you think 80s, you're thinking, this is the problem. You're thinking new wave, big time, okay? Big time. You're thinking like Thomas Dolby and Flock of Seagulls, but they throw all of the 80s songs in there, so all the pop songs and stuff. So you got to wade through a lot of crap to hear what you
get to like
remember from the 80s.
One of the good ones. The reason you're going to the 80s to hear one of those, nostalgic.
The station
hits.
You're talking about is Fred.
Yeah.
Fred is the quote new wave station, but it's all obscure deep tracks from the bands you love.
Yeah.
For the most part. I would hang out at Fred for hours. I can't sit through the bullshit.
Tell him, Fred.
It's like Thomas Dolby, but they don't play Blinded by Science.
I want to hear Blinded Me with Science.
Or whatever, yeah. Blinded by, yeah. They'll play some deep track from Thomas Dolby. How many people are really sitting there in their car, enjoying that?
Did Thomas Dolby have another track? Did he have another song?
Blinded Me with Science.
Yeah, Blinded Me with Science.
I remember he had a song called Hyperactive, I think, right?
Oh, right, okay.
Was that him? Which was not, this song...
I remember that. Yeah.
An Airhead, that's right.
It's an Airhead. Yeah, you know that song.
I want to like this Fred station, but it's just way too obscure and deep.
I remember this.
Remember this one?
Songs took forever to start back then.
I was hooked to a machine just to keep my mouth from spouting junk. It must have took me for.
You don't like the Thomas Dolby, Jimmy?
No one does.
It's not Ozzy. No, it's not Ozzy.
I like a lot of things. I like Iran. I like the. It's a terrible. I didn't like Blind Me with Science. I didn't get it.
XM is missing the boat. They need one channel that focuses on the hits of new wave, and it would be a smash.
A smash.
But they're not catering to that group of people, because the 80s channel, you have to sit through way too much stuff to get that new wave stuff, and the Fred stuff is very very obscure for the most part. Yeah, they definitely need a chill channel as well, without a doubt. Chill is our buddy Liquid Todd does it. It's amazing.
Oh. Is that a channel that you would have to take massive amounts of drugs to listen to?
No. It's on the competitor, but it's cool. It's I don't know. It's a little bit of everything, really, but it's mellow. Yeah, it's cool.
It's just a great mix of like mellow songs, but by bands you really know and stuff. and then throw some stuff in there you don't know, but it just seems to work.
No Ozzy, though, Jim.
I don't need Ozzy.
All right, let's go to Tom in Texas. What's up, Tom?
Hey, guys.
Hey.
Hey, Sweet Bits.
Hi.
Wait. Just letting you know, I don't know if you ever saw the behind the music on Loverboy. The lead singer is the most bitter son of a bitch, and he sits there and goes, well, you know, I was staging my big career comeback, and then Nirvana came along. So he blames Nirvana for their shitty song.
Oh, my
God. For a comeback?
Yeah.
He was
planning this huge comeback, and then Nirvana came out with Smells Like Teen Spirit, and he's like, well, yeah, that's why we're not huge. That's why. It's because of Nirvana.
Well, if he had the talent of Kurt Cobain, he would have, he would have thrown out some hit songs after Nirvana hit.
Well, it's Loverboy. Come on, rock on.
It just shows you some kind of packaged thing that the record companies invented. If you have to blame a trend from kicking you out of the business.
What was another hit by Loverboy? They have another song besides Working for the Weekend? Which is really cool. It just gets me juiced because today's Friday.
You're working for the weekend.
Yeah, good point.
Loverboy.
The Kid Is Hot Tonight.
Oh.
I got one.
The Kid is hot tonight.
Oh.
So hot tonight.
Oh, I think I remember this.
But where will he be tomorrow? See? They were kind of seeing their own future. Yeah. This music always reminds me of driving a shitty car and having no money. That's right, Toolbag from Long Island. Rick Delgado's favorite band, Loverboy. Remember that? One of them, I think. We ragged him once for hours on end for going to a Loverboy concert. Once.
Let's say hi to Scott. Scott, what's up?
Not much. I just wanted to say you guys are talking about, it's not strictly New Wave, but the hit channel you're talking about is Lucy.
Yeah, but Lucy does mostly 90s.
Yeah.
They do 80s, they do 90s.
I honestly, if they do, I haven't heard it. I hear nothing but 90s on Lucy. I actually like Lucy a lot.
Mark's a good station. Did you ever hear Mark? Where they only play things by young black groups like the Jackson 5's older stuff and Pass the Dutchie by Musical Youth.
Let's say hi to Greg.
Hi.
Hey.
Hey, guys. I heard Tiffany on there on the radio 2 days ago talking about how she's not technically a has-been because she has new hits out.
Oh, okay. Really? Can anyone name a new Tiffany song?
I can't even name an old one.
Yeah.
All right,
she did a remake, right? Years ago? Wasn't that her big hit?
All right.
Two of them?
All right, let's get back to this. So give us the Flock of Seagulls again, the original, because now we went off on a tangent. Just really quick. Here's Flock of Seagulls. So that's the song we all know and love, right?
Yes.
Or some of us love. Okay. And here's Flock of Seagulls doing that same song last night.
I walk along the avenue. I never thought I'd meet a girl like you. Meet a girl like you.
It's like karaoke.
Is this the B-52?
I walk along the avenue.
Love Shack.
With auburn hair and tawny eyes. The kind of eyes that hypnotize me through. You hypnotize me through. And I ran so far away.
There's
Couldn't get away.
Wow. A little different, huh?
Yeah.
Little different. Anyway.
Wow. No Tiffany?
Yeah, honestly, I don't think she did that bad.
Yeah?
Someone brings up a good point about Tiffany. Eric in Colorado, Orlando, actually. Eric, what's up?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
Hey, what's up, Jimmy? You're my favorite comedian of all time, first off.
Thanks, man.
Hey, question. I just figured out another hit song by Loverboy. You guys remember the I Don't Want to Lose Your Love song?
No.
How's it go?
That was another big one.
How does it go?
It's that one that goes, I don't want to lose your love tonight, and it's got that long, like, little guitar beat.
Oh, yeah.
And then I heard you guys saying something about Tiffany. I've got that Playboy issue. I mean, she doesn't look as good as she used to, but, you know, she looks okay.
But the Tiffany, that came out only a few years ago, right?
Yeah, I think it's a 2002 issue, yeah.
Because something happened between 2002 and last night. Because I remember seeing her in Playboy. Her body was awesome.
Really? Was that recent? Just a couple of years?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. I mean,
Maybe
it was
she's
not
pregnant.
as good.
Maybe she's pregnant with another kid or something. And she was just kind of hiding that.
I know she married a Spanish guy, did have 2 or 3 kids, but, yeah, that could do it.
Right, okay. Thank you,
Watch out,
Eric.
guys. Thanks.
Oh, yeah, mister. Oh, yeah, Turn Me Loose. Thanks, Craig, from PA. Turn Me Loose by Loverboy. Yes, of course.
This is Tad from San Francisco. San Francisco.
Where's Steve?
Tad from San Francisco.
Tad from San Francisco.
He says, this is why I want all my musical heroes to take a lot of drugs and kill themselves at 35. Can you imagine Cobain trying to crank out Rape Me or Heart-Shaped Box in 10 more years? Whew. Yeah.
I just wanted one more album from Nirvana.
How many they put out?
It depends.
Yeah, you never really know with those bands how many they really
depends.
put out.
Commercially, I guess, officially, I don't know, because Insecticide and, I don't know, they had two big albums.
Would you really want to see
huge main releases?
Jim Morrison and the Doors in Atlantic City or something?
No.
Hey, the Stones are still doing good, though.
Yeah, that's really an oddity. That really is an oddity, you know. It's one in a million.
But you know what? There's also bands like, believe it or not, U2 has been around 25 years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but they started when they were like 10.
But
you know, that's another thing.
Well, those guys are in their mid to upper 40s now, right?
Yeah.
So they're pretty much the same age as some of these bands we're listening to right now.
Yeah.
But for some reason, they were able to keep up their creativity and keep their voices and keep everything current.
Yeah. Yeah, they're actually able to grow as a band and not sound dated.
Right. Well, bands like U2 and Night Ranger and the Stones, I mean, they hold up.
Night Ranger. Those are some of the guilty pleasures you want to hear on the 80s channel, though. You want to hear a little Night Ranger when you pop on the 80s channel. That's why you're going there.
What was their song?
Well, there was Sister Christian.
Sister Christian, yeah.
And then there was Sister Christian.
And then there was that other one.
What was Sister Christian? I don't know it.
Then there was that other one, Sister Melanie. Those bands always had that second song that kind of sounded like the hit.
Yeah, it's like the hit sideways.
Yeah, and the radio would play it for a little while because they were desperate for something else off the album because it was such a smash.
Remember this one, Jimmy?
I don't know, but it sounds good.
You know, we have this when you play Grand Theft Auto Vice City.
Yeah. We have this master computer, and that's the only song listed by Night Ranger.
Really? It's just this one?
Yeah, Sister Christian.
And this has every song like you can imagine in it.
Sister Christian, oh, the time has come.
It's the big ballad. The big power ballad. Yeah. Every rocker has his soft side.
Okay.
Yeah. Love songs.
Know what gives me goosebumps?
What?
When he goes, and you're motoring.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, all right. I know that. All right.
The big power ballad.
The hair stands up, man.
Oh. Come on, remember this?
Look, I'm getting the goosebumps already.
Right here. The drum kicks in.
Right here. Come on.
Oh, yeah. Boogie Nights drug deal scene.
That's right.
There it is.
Yes.
Very good scene, yeah. Yeah, man. These guys rock. man. Yeah, okay.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. What, are we going to do it all day?
Come
I
on.
actually preferred the Dirk Diggler song in Boogie Nights to this one.
Here's Tiffany from last night.
Right?
Children behave. That's what they say when we're together. I watch how you play. They don't understand, and so we try just as fast as we can.
Yeah, all right.
Pulling up to one another step.
She's there.
Yeah, it's really not that bad at all. It's not bad. No,
She's
we don't need
there.
the original. But anyway, you get the point. It's a pretty cool show. It's kind of interesting to take a peek. All right, we should take a break. We got...
I invented reality television.
Of course you did, Howard. Everyone knows it.
I got to tell you, though, one of the best reality shows on TV is that goddamn stupid crab fishing show. I don't know how I got caught up in that thing.
What the hell is the crab fishing
The
show?
Most Dangerous Catch on Discovery Channel. You ever hear about this?
No.
They put cameras on a bunch of these ships that go out into the Bering Sea in Alaska.
I thought they put cameras on toilet seats.
No.
No. Like, what are you talking about? Crab fishing.
Crab fishing. They put them on all these crabbing boats, and they go out into the Bering Sea, there by Alaska, and they go crabbing. Now you'd think, okay, how is that a TV show? Apparently this is like one of the most dangerous jobs in the world. For people dying all the time. And it's a reality show because they follow these people's lives and personalities and their jobs. And what we've always wanted to see on reality shows, people are dropping dead.
Really?
People are dying. They show the captain of some ship showing how to put on some emergency gear. And then they're out on a boat, and one of the cameramen see the captain on the radio. And ship capsized, sunk. The captain that was just doing the little thing on his gear, and 6 of his crewmen are dead, and another guy falls overboard. He's dead. People are getting injured all the time. This is reality. Why else would you watch a crab fishing show? Like, I hope they bring up a bunch of crabs.
They gotta interview the crabs. They have new deaths every week.
It's like a Holocaust. The crab Holocaust. Unbelievable. But I got roped into watching this. And I'm watching it now all the time. Most Dangerous Catch.
I never knew the show was on TV.
Yeah. I sit there doing the Regan bit. I'm watching fishing. I'm not even fishing. I'm watching fishing.
But is the crab show? There's no. It's just being filmed. There's no phony reality angle, right? It's just really
no. It's just
being
these
filmed, like a
guys.
documentary.
They're all a little kooky to be out there. They work for. It's only a few days, a couple of times a year that they do this, and they could walk away with upwards of 10, 15 grand each for just a few days' work. But it's just the worst job ever.
There's no immunity challenge?
No challenges. No, actually, they do have a Budweiser-sponsored crab count with which ship brings in the most pounds of crab. They should have like a body count because people are dropping dead. There was one ship just keeled over, and they found out that they had too many of these crab traps on it, and it was top-heavy, overloaded. The captain, screwed up and paid with his life.
Was that like by Lake Gitchaguni? Was it going from Cleveland into Canada somewhere? And there was a storm.
The Edmund Fitzgerald. Well, our crab pots were full and we came into shore and.
I really like that song.
Jimmy was asking his questions.
That stupid Gordon Lightfoot.
The song goes on forever.
I love it though.
And the water was at my ankles, and this song goes on another hour.
Is that the song that makes you just get all tingly, Jimmy?
I just like it because I like the fact that he's doing a 40-minute ballad about
the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. I looked at the fuel gauge; it was 3/4 full, and we motored on toward our destination.
And then we bought a Rolls Royce on eBay.
Hey, we could kill 7 minutes. Let this play today.
I asked for my money back. He said, "Drop dead, you horse-tooth Jew. You're getting nothing back."
Lives on from the Chippewa on down to the big lake they call Gitchagumi.
Gitchagumi, all right.
The lake, it is said, never gives up her dead when the skies of November turn gloomy.
Gloomy. Gitchagumi with gloomy.
with a load of iron ore, 26,000 tons more than the Edmund Fitzgerald weighed empty.
I smelt bad from fish and put on perfumey.
That good ship and true was a bone to be chewed when the gales of November came early.
They cast off yet? We untied the bow line and untied the stern, and I started the engine with a turn of the key. Jesus. Every friggin' step of the way in the Edmund Fitzgerald. We get it already.
We get it. You're on a boat.
I took a compass heading of 135, and I turned the wheel, and the purser got me my coffee. I take it light and sweet, but he made it too dark, and I sent them back to the galley. Right, what happened? What happened next? I went to sleep and I had sleep paralysis, and I woke up to the Exorcist face in my bed. Goes on forever.
The wind and the wire made a tattletale sound.
What? This song's only half over, and I still see the dock. I forgot my wallet in my car, so we turned the ship around, and we docked again, and I figured I'd stop for a beer.
When afternoon came, it was freezing rain.
Tune in, and 2 hours later, when the ship finally sinks. Enough! And then they're throwing a musical interlude just to make it longer. Christ. I put on my life vest and helped my crew put it on too, and we stood there, and well, the water's now up to our knees.
It's too rough to feed you.
See, look,
all right, we'll just kind of...
It's still going.
We'll take a few phone calls, and we'll go back to the song in a minute. Scott in Arizona. What's up, Scott?
Hey, how you guys doing this morning?
Pretty good. What's up?
Hey, don't get me wrong here. You guys are great, man. I mean, I love the shit out of you guys.
Thank you,
but
sir.
I got a little complaint about the crabbing thing. I spent 15 years up in Alaska commercial fishing, and then I just got my big truck this morning, and boom, first thing I turned to you guys on this morning, you guys complaining about the show.
What?
Yeah.
Who's complaining?
Oh, you said you didn't like it, and then you're making fun of a bunch of fish.
I love the crab show. That's what I was saying. Were you listening, or were you like me?
You're
not listening.
You better listen to the replay.
Listen to the replay. I love the crab show. I said I can't stop watching it.
Oh, I apologize, then. My brain fart.
My thing was, I was saying that all crabbers are bums and incompetents. Anthony was disagreeing.
Well, I have to agree with you there.
All right, thank you. We're going to move on.
Tad again from San Francisco. I watched the History Channel show on the Edmund Fitzgerald. It took 3 minutes for the boat to sink, so it takes longer for the song to play than it took for the boat to actually sink.
Well, let's see where the song is.
All right, where are we?
Coming in, and the good ship and crew was in peril.
All right, it's just starting to sink.
So we'll go back to the song in a little while and see what happens. Let's take a couple
I said, hey, dude, what do you think about this? He said, I don't know, there might be a hole in the boat. So we went down to the engine room, and yeah, there was a hole, and we sat and smoked a cigarette or two. Because it really wasn't that bad.
Let's say hi to Alex in Boston. Alex?
Hey, guys.
Hey.
I got 2 points. Jimmy, don't you play The Most Dangerous Catch every night?
That's not bad. Not bad. Jimmy tangling with some tainted vagina.
It's me on a boat with 3 Craigslist prostitutes.
And crabs are involved also. So. Very
And
nice.
and Rick Ross buys a car like people buy drugs. Give him the money first, wait, and I'll come back with the car.
Uh-oh.
Oh, boy. You should have started with that one.
Speaking of cars.
All right, thank you, sir.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Jimmy. Let's go back to the song and see where Gordon Lightfoot is at.
Uh-oh. I think it's down.
Yeah.
All right, we'll check back. He's still in that musical interlude
Who's
there.
who's that other ballad singer? Oh, Steve Flamefoot. He's my with the Captain Wyatt and the water coming in.
Steve Flamefoot.
27,000 tons more than the Edmund Fitzgerald. Jesus, he separated the T and the Z.
We have a little problem. The strippers, they won't take their clothes off. Stripples?
Minstrels. Yes, they're kind of like an Australian children's naked singing group.
All right, before we go to break, let's see where Gordon Lightfoot is here.
All right, he's still going.
Music.
Does anyone know where the love of God goes when the waves turn the minutes to hours?
Minutes to hours.
The searchers all say they'd have made Whitefish Bay if they'd put 15 more miles behind her. They might have split up or they might have capsized. They may have drove deep and took water. And all that remains is the faces and the names of the wives and the sons and the daughters.
All right, we'll go back to Gordon Lightfoot after the break. He's still singing along.
Now he's singing about the survivors and everything. The wife remarried and had 3 kids and can't even remember his name. Been 15 years and now I'm gonna sing about his children's experience in elementary school.
It's a bit of a long tune.
Oh, Christ! I think we were making that point, Jimmy.
Oh, that's true. I just jump in like, hey, guys, I have a thought. That's a long song.
Oh.
Long song.
Gordon, you come.
Gordon Lightfoot. Heavy on the pen, though.
And my typewriter ran out of ink.
Yeah, he doesn't get to the end of it. Oh, that's hilarious. Let's go to Chris in New Jersey. Chris, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey.
How you doing, Chicken Lips? That's
very
fucking painful.
mean-spirited.
What?
What?
What's painful?
What?
That fucking song, that Gordon Lightfoot song.
You don't like that song?
No, dude, it's fucking horrible.
It's not horrible.
Yeah.
Oh, it's terrible.
What do you prefer? What kind of song do you prefer? If I could just jump in and make a relative comparison.
Anything but that.
That's
Come
a
on,
little
that's
vague, sir.
I'll listen to Brother Joe's Journey covers. You know, but I just do. This is all I had to say. First of all, Loverboy did not do that fucking song at the outfield. That I Want to Lose Your Love Tonight.
Oh yeah, that was the outfield. Very good.
And Night Ranger's other song was Don't Tell Me You Love Me.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
okay,
that was a
very
huge
good.
hit.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Thank you, Chris. Very informative.
You don't like Gordon Lightfoot, but you know Night Ranger and Loverboy songs from 1981.
Yeah, well, come on, dude. 1981, I was around then. Like, I wasn't around whatever the hell when that song come out, that Gordon Lightfoot.
I'm guessing in the mid-'70s, probably after the actual accident.
All right.
Yeah, my parents were eating granola, and I wasn't born yet, so.
All right, thank you, Chris.
All right, guys.
We got to get back to Gordon Lightfoot. Where is he at in this stupid song of his?
Lake Huron rolls, Superior sings in the rooms of her ice water mansion. Old Michigan steams like a young man's dreams. The islands and bays are for sportsmen.
Then the sun supernovaed and the earth was burned to a crisp. And it's 50 billion years in the future.
Takes in what Lake Erie can send her.
All right, we'll get back
We
to Gordon
wear
Lightfoot.
Mylar suits and we colonize Mars.
And Danny finally got a sign on the TV show. God, did I fuck that one up. And Danley finally got a sign on the TV show. I wouldn't hurt you, Danley. I love every goddamn half a sign on your head.
And when should we take Danley to see a doctor?
As soon as possible.
Oh, I'm an elsehole. Danley.
Oh, that's funny. Devin from New Hampshire. Andrea Yates played that song as she drowned her kids.
And the next one looked up and said, hey, what's going on here, Mom?
When the bubbles stop, 4 more to go.
And the workers all shit. And the searchers all say they'd have made 21 if this bitch had taken her medicine. 5 little unopened boxes under the tree.
Well, speaking of Gordon Lightfoot,
and 2 disappointed grandparents.
Let's see where Gordon is in the song.
as I set off to sail from Modesto. A splash and a tear as my wife disappeared neath the blue briny waters of Modesto.
Are we finally at the end?
I don't know. No.
Oh. Is that it?
In a musty old hall in Detroit, they prayed in the Maritime Sailors Cathedral.
Oh, she's been pregnant now.
The church bell chimed till it rang 29 times.
5 times.
Man on the Edmund Fitzgerald. The legend lives on from the Chippewa down of the big lake they call
Down to that half-bath.
All right, we'll get back to Gordon Lightfoot.
That's when I hear the line where he says, and a grandmother's wasted charm bracelet.
As Grandma sadly looks at the bottle of Johnson's baby shampoo.
Unceremoniously dumps it in the toilet.
Because it's useless.
And the quack of a rubber ducky in the trash pail.
What is wrong with you? You're the worst. Holy jeez. This is hysterically awful.
Oh, my chest.
Let's see if we could get to the end
Susan
of the song.
Smith sent the van down the boat ramp. 2 little tykes in their car seats.
She said, you little cock blockers, it's been nice to know ya.
The big one said, Mommy, why's we going backwards?
And she went on the news and pointed that Coco had taken her children.
Speaking of the song, let's see where Gordon Lightfoot is.
Oh, there it is. Fading out.
Wow, finally, we made it to the end.
Thank God. I got tears coming down my cheeks.
Hey, let's say hi to Scott. Scott, what's up?
Hey, dudes, why don't you guys bring your show to a screeching hall and play Alice's Restaurant?
It's not Thanksgiving.
That's right. NEW played that for years, the waste product.
NEW, when we worked there, they were so proud of the fact that they played Alice's Restaurant every Thanksgiving morning.
Yeah.
And to this day, I don't really get what the tie-in is.
How long is the song? Is it a long song?
The song
Well,
is
the
like,
whole gist is that it's Thanksgiving in the song.
The song is like 20 minutes long.
I guess you have to listen to the song to realize what it meant in Thanksgiving time.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Scott. Let's say hi to Sally in Illinois. Sally?
Hi. If you want to waste another half hour, play MacArthur Park.
Oh, Jesus.
I never could even understand that one.
Yeah.
Where there's I'll never have that recipe again.
Yeah, why did someone leave a cake out in the rain?
Yeah, who would?
It took so long to bake it.
Who would be silly enough to leave a cake out in the rain?
Someone did, and then I don't think that I can take it because it took so long to bake it, and I'll never have that recipe again. Jesus, God.
Who did that song originally? Because there's a million versions of it.
I never paid attention. I tried not to.
Yeah, all right.
I think I know that. I think that I can take... Is that how it goes?
Yeah, wait, go over this way. Yeah, that's the version right there. Let me see more. Yeah, let me see if that's...
I'm still recouping.
I know, that's why we're just kind of... Let's see what this is. Go.
Oh.
By David Syme? Or Sim?
Is this an instrumental?
No.
Sounds like an instrumental. The one that was a hit was done by
that's what I'm asking.
By the actor. What's his name?
Vic Damone?
No.
Andy Williams?
No. What the hell is his name?
Jerry.
Roman Polanski?
I don't know.
Someone left the 14-year-old out in the rain.
Someone left the cake out in the rain, and it had 13 candles on it.
That's right, you want 13.
Apparently, someone left some semen on some garanimals, too. Stupid.
I don't think that I should fuck it.
I was trying to raise my own, but Manson's a cock blocker.
Jesus. I don't know.
Richard.
Yeah, Richard.
What's his name?
Richard Harris.
Richard Harris.
Richard Harris did
No,
this
he was
song?
an orca.
Yeah. Everyone did this song. Didn't Paul Anka do it?
It's only 7.5 minutes long. This is a short one.
This big long piano horn intro.
Spring was never waiting for us, girl. It ran one step ahead as we followed in the dance.
What? What is he even saying?
Between the parted pages, and we're pressed in love's fevered iron like a striped pair of pants.
Someone left the children in the tub.
Oh my God, we can't do it.
This goes on and on.
I wish I had more hands so I could kill more than two at a time.
Yeah, Todd makes a good point from Florida. Donna Summer made that song a hit.
She did. Oh well, yeah, that was the
yes,
the big disco remix.
Jay from Virginia.
Hey guys, how you doing, O&A?
Hey.
Hey man.
Hey Butter Tits.
What up?
Hey, I'd like to make a request for Iron Butterflies Inagata Davida.
Exactly.
All right, well, I guess we got to take a break now.
Yes, so, thank you, sir.
Thanks to that caller. We were all having fun, and look what happened.
A lot of laughs.
No problem. We'll regroup.
Yeah.
Did we take a break?
One.
We took one.
I don't even remember. I remember we were going to go into break.
These guys are all bored out there. We got to get everybody in, man.
Sorry, we're just laughing our asses
They're all
off.
like...
We do a show for ourselves. Sorry.
The strippers are nodding off. The food is rotting.
In the dark.
Even the hypnotist at this point admits it's all an act. They just have had it. They've had it out there.
Someone left the bagels out in the office.
All right, well, and we got Ralphie May outside with Joey Diaz. We had a lot of fun with those guys yesterday, and we'll have more fun with them today. You got the touch. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Boogie Nights, of course.
Love
no,
it.
we really got to take a break and regroup here.
Let's see how this comes out. All right.
They're right there.
All right, here we go.
I got to break.
Oh, this is nice. This is a story about a man, and he always was so lonely at night. But his voice was rowdy. You could hear it all through this train station. And I'm going to sing this one. This is about Tippy Toe Tommy.
Let's go while we're young.
Opie and Anthony. XM 202.
Are you breathing? Are you breathing? Now, wake up. Are you alive? Will you listen to me? I'm gonna talk about the biggies. Now, someone is gonna die. Will you listen to me? Listen to me, die. Listen to me, die. Say, wake up. Are you alive? Will you listen to me? I'm gonna talk about the biggies. Now, someone is gonna die. Will you listen to me? Listen to me, die. Listen to me, die.
Hey, babe. Hey, what's up, Ralphie? Ralphie May back in studio.
Yeah.
Joey Diaz back in studio. Travis back in studio.
Yes. Gentlemen.
I need coffee.
How you doing, man?
Bill needs coffee. Who else needs coffee?
Taken care of.
How many times do you go to Starbucks a day, Travis? We were talking about that yesterday. Be
5
honest.
or 6 times.
5 or 6 times.
Yesterday I went about 9 times.
9 times.
Yeah.
To Starbucks, Anthony, in a 4-hour show. Because we all want our coffee at different times. We're such asses.
You went
I
twice?
told... You know what? We talk about Starbucks every day, and I told Washington, Starbucks is a big sponsor of XM Satellite Radio. I'm like, will you just give us a machine? We're talking about it every day. They're getting a nice ad every day for Starbucks. Or Starbuckses. What's up, guys? You look all beat up. Ralphie, you all right?
Yeah, man, I'm living the dream.
Ralphie May...
living the dream.
Ralphie May played Caroline's last night. It went well?
Yeah, it was good. It was good. Fun show.
Ralphie May's at Caroline's all weekend long. I don't even know if there are tickets available. So if you're planning on coming to the city and checking out Ralphie May at Caroline's, you better
call
212-757-4100.
And Joey Diaz in studio as well.
How are you, buddy?
See, you passed the audition. Now you get your own mic today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yesterday you had to share one with Ralphie. No, we just ran out of mics because of Ant's mic problem.
Yeah.
But
at least my mic's fixed. That's all I ever care about.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
I know it sounds all good now.
Yeah.
That's perfect. That's how it should sound,
good.
right?
Exactly.
All right, we got about I don't know.
Hot girls.
We got hot girls, not so hot girls.
I wondered if you were going to be honest.
And everything, and everything in between. Jimmy, what's wrong? Come on, just explain. I love when I make you feel uncomfortable, so just explain it.
These just hot girls and not so hot girls, and they're right outside the studio. It was like the time there was a girl standing outside, and we all looked at her, and Ope goes, "Hey, who's the fat pig outside the studio?"
Oh, I know. Oh, was that bad?
It's like, we're not watching a TV show. She's right there, and 15 seconds later, you just see a hurt look on her face.
Yeah, because that's what we got to explain. You know, it's one thing just to say this stuff to their friends, but they get to hear too.
And there's a satellite bounce delay. They're actually hearing the feed out there that people hear at home, which is not a delay that we put in. It's just a feed delay.
Yeah. I got to tell you, when Anthony and I were doing commercial radio, we got away with that all the time because the show would run, and that was it.
Yeah.
We didn't have replays, and, you know, only the really good segments would ever be replayed again on you know, when we're on vacation.
Yeah.
But, man, I get email all the time from people we trash because, you know, they didn't hear us trashing them for whatever reason. Then they go home and they're all excited to hear their appearance on the show, so they got the XM and they listen to the replay. Then they hear all the bad shit we say about them, maybe even after their appearance, and then the horrendous emails come in. How dare you? We're never coming back on the show again. What?
Get over it. Pretty soon you're going to be the only option. I have to come back.
Who's breathing like a T-Rex on the window in Jurassic Park?
I got sleep apnea. And,
do you really have sleep apnea? Me too.
Yeah, I got sleep apnea.
Oh, you
sleep
do?
with the machine, it's a nightmare.
Oh, you got one of those machines?
Yeah, I got the machine and stuff.
What the hell does that work?
Huh?
How's that work for you?
You know, if it don't break, because I'm like a gorilla with the mask on, so I break it and then I can't, you know, you can't sleep, you get headaches. So the machine, like last night, I tied a shoelace around my head like a goddamn mummy or something, like a swami. You know what I'm saying? The back of my
like
neck is sore.
Gin,
I feel like Jesus on Sunday. You know what I'm saying? The back of my neck is sore because the rope goes into your neck. And
my father uses one of them. It's like one of those things you put over your face and you put a tube in your mouth and it kind of pushes air in to make sure that your air flows.
60,000 fucking gallons a minute, you know, just coming to your lungs so your throat don't close. And
you
what
get
you
a better
do
night's
is,
sleep?
oh, you fucking sleep like a baby. You're
Really?
rested. Yeah, it's great. Go down there, get the sleep. Well, if you're a light guy, so now they have this thing that you stick the 3 tubes in your throat. That you're in by 7, out by 1 in the afternoon.
That is an implant. What they would do is sometimes they would cut a little area in your throat, and when it would heal, they were hoping the scar tissue would keep it from closing. And now there's these 3 things they insert.
Right.
But I had one ENT tell me that could cause an infection because it's a foreign body in your system. I don't know if that's true or not.
Listen, after all the pussy you've eaten, and all
good
that
point.
shit, hookers and
Of all the
whatnot, what do
dirty
you give a
shit
fuck
you've done.
about a tool?
That always comes up with Jimmy. No matter what he's trying to do, they always bring up, well, you're with dirty whores.
I don't mind a foreign law, but all of a
I'm in the
sudden...
same boat as you. I'm not putting you
It
down.
builds
You
up
know
your
what happened,
immunity.
you know what I'm
Right.
saying? I mean,
He's got
Joey,
whore antibodies
yes, sir.
floating in there.
He gets mad when someone hands him a spoon or a fork, holding the end that you eat with.
Yeah, their thumb on it. It drives me nuts.
Well, I
Yeah,
understand,
that's
too.
disgusting.
I was scratching my nuts. I give you a fork. You don't want
You don't want that.
Yeah, but he'll eat, some transvestite's ass. So, I mean,
Right.
What's going on over there?
I don't know.
Hey,
Have
bro.
a big caboose. Nice.
She's smoking.
Yeah. And
Nothing wrong with transvestites. They cook, they clean. You can beat on them once in a while, right? Who are they going to tell? You know what I'm saying? Fuck them.
Who are you
It's
gonna
a
believe?
party.
I
Who
don't
are
like
you going to
you
believe?
gonna
Me or some dude with a wig and a black eye. You know what I'm talking about? Fuck it. You might as well have a good time. Science.
Drop it on him, Joe D. Oh man, last night Joe Diaz goes, it was like a spider. It was a tarantula.
What? When I smoke dope, I fuck up my words. I'm originally from Cuba. Oh yeah.
Nice.
Look at that little muffler. I like it. You got to
Nice.
see this in the
Speak
studio.
on my language.
That's a girl.
shit.
That's a girl.
That a girl.
Yep, now you're talking to me.
Come on in and do that more.
Speak to me, oh toothless one. That's the one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Look at that.
Babaloo.
Well, there's
Norton's
obviously
sweating
girls
bullets, baby.
out the window, and they're pounding their asses against it.
Fantastic.
Very nice.
That really taps into a nice place inside, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's better than oatmeal.
all right, let's go to the phones real
It's
fast.
good for you.
Chris, what's up? Go ahead, Chris.
How you doing? I was following celebrity weight loss, and I wanted to ask Ralphie after the show, did he continue to lose weight, or is he just big again? Or
dude, I was big when I started the show. I was big after the show. I was big in the show. I've kept all that weight off, and I've lost more. I'm just slowing down on it. I'm not going crazy as I was because I can't keep it up with my schedule.
Did you get a lot of chicks, bro?
Bro, I get way more than what I should, but I've got a hot chick right now. I'm getting married in July, so I'm kind of off the market. You know what I'm saying? I like to practice a catch and release program.
Ralphie's got the hottest chick, man. And she's sweet.
Yeah, she's
That's
a
all
nice girl.
Yeah,
that girl that they showed on the show once? In the swimming pool?
Yeah, Ralphie's been with her for years.
She said she found a penny stuck to you once?
Yeah, right?
That
That's
was
true. Actually, that one's not true. She also says that she found a Cheeto under my titty, and that's never true. I mean, you would never keep Cheetos on your titty due to the humidity. They would go stale quite fast. I mean, let's be honest.
That'd be cool, man.
Like, I'd never let her. I'm a professional. I don't let Cheetos get away from me.
All right, let's go to Lenny in New York. Lenny!
Hey, what's up, buddy? How's it going? Joey, were you the one that was running in the longest yard that when you were running, you actually fell on the floor and your belly was going up and down?
That's me, baby. That's me.
Oh, dude, that scene was hilarious.
That's right, baby.
That shit's hilarious.
That shit's hilarious.
Shit, man.
Talking about the longest yard, obviously.
The longest yard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that movie is, guys, I know you joked on it, but it is a funny movie, especially
Dude,
with
it's
Joey.
a very funny movie.
It's a funny movie.
We did trash it.
Did you see it?
Hold on, without even seeing it, which is probably not fair.
Hey, listen, remakes are tough, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
dude.
But Adam Sandler did a good job.
He
bro.
did.
He
Well,
really
now I'm
did.
gonna have to check it out.
Yeah, you're gonna have to check
Chris
it out.
Rock. Now that I
Chris
know
Rock
someone
was
in the
funny.
movie, I gotta check it out.
He's good.
Yeah, it was a very good movie. I'm really proud of it, how it came out, and I'm the fat fuck in the movie. I fall, I'm naked.
Do you wear belly shirts and stuff?
Fuck belly shirts. I'm all, me. I got nothing to hide, brother. You know what I'm saying?
The
Clothes.
Cuban egg rolls out.
Right. If I dress black, I'm still fat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
People draw. I'm dressing black. I look thin.
Stripes ain't thinning.
I can fucking put, I can dress in hell color, and I'm still gonna be big. So.
Fandick from a whack bag wants to put Joey in the Darth Vader mask.
Does he really?
Yeah, because of your breathing. He wants you to.
Oh,
he wants to
okay,
hear the Darth Vader sound.
No, I'll put the mask on him and give him a little stabbing.
Right there.
We'll invite Norton over to cheerlead. Maybe we'll get your buddy to come with the Rolls Royce.
Dumb boss.
Dumb boss.
That pussy, some fucking 80-year-old guy in Florida is punking him for his money.
Totally. He won't get that back.
No, he won't.
He ain't get that money back.
Hey, pal said they're going to help. Good luck,
He's
stupid.
been taken.
Yeah.
He earned it.
An unconnected idiot.
Taken for a ride in that awful car.
Trying to buy class at low monthly installments.
Yeah, for $26,000.
So what are the girls
buy
coming
some
in? What
class.
are the girls doing here today, mister?
Well, there's going to be some hypnotism going on.
By the blue gin.
Hold on. Someone's calling me out on something.
What's
Hold
the
on.
matter, pumpkin?
Sean, what's up?
Hey, best line ever was when you said Ralphie May underwater in the swimming pool looked like a human lava lamp.
Oh, yeah, I did
Oh,
say
that's
that.
true.
I'm sorry.
Hey, dude, it's true. Hey, ain't nobody more embarrassed than me. Hope you can't do nothing to hurt my feelings on that one.
I was
told
real
him.
brave going on the phone. I was like, I know I never trashed Ralphie. He's a friend of ours. And, oh, yeah, I did say that.
Yeah, but that's funny, though, dude. You're absolutely right. I don't care.
Yeah, the pull shot was like, wow.
No, dude, I knew it was brutal when it was happening. All right?
No one looks good underwater.
Ever.
No
Ever.
one.
Ever. Even like skinny chicks can look kind of weird.
Yeah.
But when you take a big fat guy, it doesn't look good at
Throw him
all.
in the pool.
I mean, it's like, wow, where's the tusk there, walrus? That's all that was missing, a human lava lamp, though. Nice. I did have that kind of a
Yeah, it was
flowy
kinda,
thing going. Like,
yeah,
you know,
become one with the water
I know.
itself. And just
Become one with the water.
melting into it. What are we going to do with the hypnotist?
Yeah, what are you going to
Well,
do?
why don't we get him in and
See
get
what
the
you
process
do.
going here?
He looks like the Blue Gin. Remember that guy from the, you know, he threw that guy?
Sorry.
Oh, you got your Starbucky poo? All that wait for that little coffee?
I'm just going to call it coffee now.
Oh,
That's
yeah?
right. Waiting for our Joe.
Until this coffee outlet gives us free coffee.
I can't believe they're even doing this. What's the drama?
I thought
Bill
we were
needs
supposed
sugar.
to get a machine here or something.
We tried.
Where are the mics? We need another mic, don't we?
I don't know how.
Are they stretching a mic cord from another studio?
Yeah, we're going to take this one and stretch it into the other room.
Oh, I thought you were taking a mic from somewhere else.
There. Why can't they just yank it out of there?
Hey, the girls over there touching their pussies.
There's no way we can ever have more than 5 microphones on this show?
That's exactly it.
That's my girl. I like that one in the
That's
red.
exactly it.
Dude, I'm telling you, she's a filthy
Is she
animal.
Puerto
I like
Rican?
the one in the red.
All right, you know what? Just bring everybody in. There's another 20 people outside the studio. Just bring everyone in, and we'll
Bring 'em in.
somehow
Jewish
make
girl.
this
I like
work.
her. Look at her. She's a
Can't we ever
savage
just
with
All
clothes
hands
on.
will be above the desk.
Above the console today, Ralph?
Yes.
You want them all above?
Unless otherwise placed by
Above
the
board?
participants, yes.
This is
No
our little
2
stage.
thumbs up reviews of any
I know,
of the girls
it's the
today?
best. Hey, if it goes there, it goes there. Yeah, I'm just practicing a bit. I'll give him a little look for change in the payphone. All right, with a combo of cigarette machine, the little
Lord,
cigarette
she's checking
machine.
out already. That one
Where you
there.
pull in the pussy.
You pull the
That's
handle
my
of the
girl.
cigarette
There's
machine.
the red
Ching,
dragon.
ching, ching.
Where's the red dragon?
Hold
Come on
on.
over here with Uncle Joey.
Really fast, Ralphie, let me see your nails before we continue with the program. They're all clipped and nice?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Nicey nice. Close
Wow.
enough. Nicey
There's
nice.
the red dragon right here.
I know.
I love it to death. This
She's
is
called
my
the Red
type of
Dragon?
woman. Yeah, this is it, baby. This is as good as it
Is your
gets,
name the
baby.
Red Dragon?
That's her code name.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes, it's the Red Dragon.
This is as good as it gets.
Very hot brunette. Very, very nice.
Jewish or Puerto Rican?
Arabic.
Oh, shit. Let's
Arab.
get the part.
Arab.
Terrorist, you know what I'm saying? The Swami with salami. I like it. You know what I'm talking
So
about?
Diaz is going to battle Taliban.
Oh, yeah.
But you
I'm
never
going to pull the
see me.
strings. She's going to blow up with me in her lap.
Kaboom!
Her dildo has a fucking fuse on it.
Does it really? Look at her. You're a fucking animal, Arabiki.
All right.
Arabiki.
That's my girl, you know what I'm saying?
The Arabic stripper's now on Joey Diaz's
Oh, yeah.
lap. Who else we got? We got like so many people.
Beautiful
Where do we go?
women.
Steve, why don't you take control? This is your mess.
Some lovely gals here.
This is your mess.
I know.
Only Steve could
Steve,
figure
you
out
gotta
how to
start-
get us free breakfast, wacky porn, and a hypnotist.
That's
Steve.
Good thing you didn't spread this out over a week. Book them all in one day.
Yeah, really. We haven't had a guest in 2 weeks.
Right. 80
what I
people
do.
are in today.
Right.
We also have a tennis team coming in.
Know why? Because like these guys are doing their job behind the scenes, and they're sending Ant and I email all the time with suggestions for.
Yeah, what do you think?
What do you think? What do you think? I finally gave up on I say yes to everything now, and this is what happens.
Yeah, I hit
You
delete.
get 30 people that
I know.
show up for one show.
Well, we fire off ideas. Well, what do you think about hypnotists? What do you think about strippers? What do you think about breakfast strippers, hypnotists? Yes, yes, yes. All right, go. And then-
Select, delete. That's what I do to those emails.
Yeah, I know. Or Anthony's response is usually, ugh.
Ugh. Or I'll Photoshop pictures you send me.
Jeez. Yeah, oh, those.
He sends suggestions. One suggestion he sent, it was a picture. Some artist drew a picture of me and Opie.
Mm-hmm.
And it's to be used for something. I don't know, maybe some ad. I'm not even quite sure what it is.
Yeah.
But he sends it. He goes, look, I know, Anthony, I know your image, this is way off, but, you know, Opie's is pretty close. The guy's going to work on it some more. I just want your input. What do you think so far? So I put it in Photoshop and got a bunch of ink spots because it was done in, like, black ink drawing. It was just one color. And I made it look like I'd just thrown ink all over the drawing and sent it back to Steve. I go, here, I fixed it.
Yeah. It looked like bird shit on it. Is what
I
it
don't
looked
even
like.
give him answers.
These are the Bag of Nuts guys. These guys are the ones with the wacky porno, and they also helped us provide the girls.
Yeah, we're the wacky porn guys that you guys were talking about.
You're in the wacky porno?
Yeah, I'm actually Yankee Doodle. In the
Yankee Doodle.
Porn.
Oh, my God, the Yankee Doodle?
I'm the Yankee
Wait,
Doodle.
I got to
man.
ask you seriously, is that a stage name?
No, my mother, Mrs. Doodle.
That doesn't sound right, man. I'm not...
I mean, you guys, listen, we're all aware of what people are watching porn for. Nobody's watching it for us to be funny. But if somebody's going to say, hey, come out to Los Angeles, we'll give you $30,000 to watch girls take it up the ass, I think I'm in.
Book that flight.
So, that's basically what happened. We've got double penetration going on there. I mean, we were in charge of this, man.
Really?
Yeah. And
How the hell that happened?
I don't know. I'm a comic. I've been doing...
We met this dude, Mickey G. He's a big-time porno guy that, he's the guy that, you don't know him, but when you see him, you're like, I know that fucking guy, Mickey G.
Really?
So I recognized him from many years of illegal cable in my house and went up to him at this party, just started talking. Next thing you know, double penetration.
It's so easy to get into porno, isn't it?
Well,
you just got to meet a porno guy, and you're in. You talk to him for 5 minutes, and, hey, you want to come out and...
Give them a half-ass script, and they're like, wow, that's brilliant,
we were called brilliant. Brilliant. These guys were called brilliant, Anthony.
This
script is brilliant.
I was dressed up like a chick, and they called us brilliant.
Brilliant.
Yeah, it was just terrible.
Like a knot in your butt.
What's the whole premise of you guys being in the movie? You just
what I did as Yankee Doodle was bring in the bed for every scene. I wore a fucking top hat with a pink feather in it and a Uncle Sam outfit, and they'd go, "All right, bring in the bed," and I go, and I would fucking bring in the bed and go, "There you go," and they would fucking hit it.
Did you do any fucking?
No, my mother would.
So you were just the prop guy.
Yeah, and I was bachelor number 3 in the mating game skit.
Oh, so yeah, you didn't get picked.
Nah, yeah, Mickey G got picked.
Because the guy that gets picked does the fucking.
Does the fucking.
You're just bringing the bed.
I'm just writing the script, man. I'm the brilliance behind
Brilliant.
it.
It's great.
We're all ugly comics, no one really wants to see us. I'm Jewish. My dick doesn't really belong in porn, Joe's got the little fat guy dick. It wasn't really going to work. They brought in...
Ben Affleck and Matt Damon with Good Will Hunting.
Yeah, man.
Good Will Cunting.
That's our next script.
Of course it is.
Project Red Light. Exactly. Project Red Light.
I like
exactly.
these guys.
They're all right, man.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
It was fun. I mean, we have a couple more scripts, and if any of these companies are fucking stupid enough to say, hey, come on back to L.A., we'll go. I mean, I got to watch girls walk into these porno parties. And I'm just like, I've jerked off to her. Oh my God, I know her. I was, because you've been on sets.
Jimmy's like that.
I was
Steve's
starstruck
like
for the first time. This is the second time in my life I'm starstruck. The first time was from boobs and vagina.
That's great.
I gotta ask you a question though. What does a porn script look like? There's page 1, fade in, cock entering vagina, end credits.
We didn't write any of the sex part. We just wrote the wacky dialogue, for the first, up until the sex part.
The storyboard is one card.
I mean, we're not even
a dick and a pussy.
The Washington Monument.
Yeah, with an arrow going in and out.
Repeat.
And let me tell you something. These chicks, we were at this porn party, and this girl was walking up to us, and Matt's like, "Hey, April Flower," and she goes, "No, Flower from Seymour Productions. You know me. I specialize in gapping, fisting, and anal." And I'm like, what the fuck is gapping?
Gapping?
You know what gapping is?
That. No. She'll gap your plugs?
No.
It's gaping, not gapping.
Well, she said gapping. That shows how smart she was.
Gaping?
Right. Yes, gaping.
Oh, well, that's different. Well, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, they put her legs behind her head, and she plays with her back end for a while until she can throw shit in it, It's big.
Oh, the ass cave.
It really is. I mean, it looks like
ass cave.
It looks like Ed Norton could fall into it,
Like a sinkhole. There's a 5-year-old trapped in it.
And I'm just, she's
the whole town gathers to pull him out.
She's delivering a crying father by her side.
Like she's giving us her resume. I'm like, yeah, Letterman's going to call you any day.
Big hole.
But let's be, another thing too. It's we, like I said, we're fucking broke comics, and from the New York area. They say come out to Los Angeles. I literally bought a $100 van, drove across with this guy sleeping in it, and the next night, because I'm on a fucking porn set, I'm on an 85-foot yacht with you know, chicks licking each other and gapping and fucking fisting.
Gapping, gaping.
And, you know, and like, you know, I don't know who's into what, but, you know, softballs of coke and, you know, and weed and vaporizers to smoke the weed without burning your lungs and whatever else. You know what I mean? Fuck it, dude. I'm in. You know what I'm saying?
But we were so broke. We were like eating fucking like we eat this thing called Freezer Queen from
99 cents.
99 cent store. It was rib shaped meat or some shit like that.
Rib-shaped patties.
That's like the McRib from McDonald's. They just stamp it out. And it's like a slab of just processed whatever, but they have to stamp it so it looks like there's an actual bone that was in there and looks like ribs.
But try living on that for a month. That's how healthy we are right now.
Wow.
Terrible.
That's hilarious.
Like
Burritos
and
we're in
stuff.
a van.
I'm sorry.
Go.
One night we're in a van, and the next night we're on a yacht, and it's like, you know, we got to fucking save money and shit, you know. So we would go to 99 cent store, eat the rib-shaped patties, man. For 7 months I did that, dude. Rib-shaped patties and fucking corn.
Well, we were all broke. Now there's gaping and coke as we sailed away on the porno ship. You had a story there, you and your boat. Your porn boat.
Wow. All right. So you brought the ladies in.
We brought the ladies.
Yeah. When you do porno, you have to bring chicks in.
Of course you do.
It's very rare you want guys from porn just to talk.
Yeah.
It's better off having girls.
Not the guy that brings the bed. You don't want that. You want the chicks that are fucking on.
Dude, seriously, was the bed heavy? Go.
That was our improv, right? Yeah. You're a bed holder. Go. You know.
Go.
That's what it was.
Yeah. Well, these girls are lovely.
I'll say.
And who are they? What's your name? You're Brittany, of course you are.
Yes.
And ladies, you are?
My name is Mallory.
You're Mallory, and you're what?
Lauren.
Lauren. Very beautiful girls here. And you're in. Are you in that? Where's the cover of that? Are you in this?
No, they're yeah, these girls are the local girls, right, from Jersey?
South Amboy.
Huh?
South Amboy, I think.
South Amboy?
Yeah, Brittany was looking
Do
at
y'all
me.
do
I think
porn?
She likes me.
You don't do porn?
Oh,
no porno?
Nah, not
No,
yet.
none of us
Oh, damn it.
Sorry, I touched your
You
heart.
want
could you?
It's boats and coke and gaping, whatever you need.
Yeah, right?
What do you girls do? Grab the mic and because you got to kind of.
We're dancers.
You're dancers.
Okay.
Yes. I like dancers
Nice.
too. Sure. Dance in Jersey.
We got our clothes for a month.
That's good. That's a noble occupation.
You guys, are you full nude or is there liquor
We
service?
gotta go to school for it.
Yeah.
Actually, the place we're currently working at now. No.
Yeah.
what?
No nudity.
No nudity. You got to keep
Lots
your.
of fun, booty shaking.
You got to keep tops on, or.
Yeah.
Are you kidding?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
What do you dance at the
And
PTA?
dudes pay that? They pay to go there?
Chuck E. Cheese?
Really?
Wow.
I think it's hilarious because you know what? It's just like dancing on the beach.
Hmm.
You're in your
Wow.
thong, top.
Never
Wow.
paid $10 for a bottle of beer at the beach.
Yeah, absolutely. You don't try to go in with silk sweatpants and no underwear on the beach.
Yeah.
Leaking clear stuff when you walk out of the beach.
Yeah. Sorry, my shoes are full.
Squish, 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 squish.
So you dance. You ever dance naked, though, somewhere else?
I dance topless.
Topless, yeah.
In
No,
Manhattan.
no bottomless, though?
No.
Please.
Would you?
Have lots of friends that do. I don't knock it.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Good
It's not
stuff.
something I personally prefer.
No?
No?
It's things guys prefer, though, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
There's something about a naked girl dancing.
Yeah, you'd be surprised how men really do enjoy that.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Topless, good.
Yeah.
But bottomless,
Better.
even better.
Not nice.
Yeah, that's a this one's a player. We like this one.
Yeah?
Brittany.
You, Brittany, bottomless? Yeah? No?
Yes,
Yes or no?
Maybe.
It's not something you're dancing and all of a sudden go, shit, my pants are off. I thought I liked this. It happens? Yeah. Used to happen out on Long Island in the old days. They used to get away with everything. They'd start by pulling it aside a little bit, and then after, they're on stage for a couple hours and you're throwing them some real money, that just comes off.
Yeah.
Fuck the law.
We got a fan of the porn guys. Dennis in Jersey. Go ahead, Dennis.
Hey, boys, what's up?
Hey, man.
I just wanted to say I'm a huge fan of the Bag of Nuts comedy team. I bought the Reality Sucks DVD at the Bargain Basement Comedy Show at 88 Keys.
Good plug.
Oh, it was great.
Was he the producer of this fucking guy? You think we're stupid, you idiot?
Is this the Bag of Nuts guy that overslept today?
If you guys remember, when Norton did his HBO special, remember the kid who yelled out "shit dick"?
Of course.
Yeah.
That's shit dick Dennis.
Oh, you the guy that yelled before they had
Oh, he's
I was
gone.
watching the tape when I got home, and you can hear somebody yell shit dick, and then Drew Frazier has to go, oh, you can't heckle and yell.
Yeah, don't yell.
He is such an idiot when it comes to Jimmy. The kid is like,
He's our fan, man.
he's 6'2", he weighs about 250 pounds, and if you even mention Jimmy Norton, he turns into like a friggin' third grader at like a Britney Spears concert. He's an absolute. He's the kid that said he saw you 16 times. Yeah, he's the way you are with Ozzy. That's the way he is with you.
Oh, that's healthy.
Yeah.
I'm a rock legend. I lived at home till I was 30.
All right. Also, we have the hypnotist in here.
Sir, how you doing?
Hi. Good. What's your name?
My name is Salish.
Salish.
Yes.
Yes. I like. He's got the whole look too. He's got the shaved head. You got the earrings, and you look like a hypnotist. I must say.
Or that, or a bill collector, one or the other.
Or a genie.
Or a genie.
Heard that probably.
Yeah. You're getting sleepy.
No, Jim. Yes.
Are you feeling sleepy? Not really. What'd you say, motherfucker? All right, I'm a little tired.
All right, what do you want to do today?
You've been hypnotizing people for how long?
I've been hypnotizing people for about 14 years, on stage for about 10.
14 years, so before that you did it with what, like quit smoking or something like that? Or then you
No, actually I started off
stage?
as one of those dirty, uncensored hypnotists, and then I started helping people with problems.
But then you said on stage for 10 years, but you've been hypnotizing for 14.
Well,
what was that?
Well, just learning how to do it and
to get sex
having
at
fun
dorms.
with it. Having fun with the parties.
You're
stuff like
sucking
that.
my cock.
He considered it hypnosis, but it was really a hammer. You're getting sleepy. Crack.
And you wake up with a headache.
This is the cock you're looking for.
Wonderful. So 14 years, and you do it on stage?
I do it on stage.
And what do you do? What's a typical night of hypnotizing people on stage?
Anything from thinking they're on the Jerry Springer show to having Tourette's to making love to their chair.
Yeah.
Having orgasms on stage.
I am one of the biggest skeptics of hypnotism there are in the world.
I've heard that.
I just don't buy it. It's what you do, and that's fine, and I don't want you to go medieval on my ass. It's very appropriate. You ever hear that? Kind of look like Marcellus Wallace.
Yeah, I've heard that, yeah.
Kind of look like that motherfucker.
Well, you're going to hypnotize the girls?
Whoever wants to be hypnotized will... Oh, we got a couple girls here.
Yeah, 2 out of the 3 raised their hands.
Yeah.
Who makes a good candidate for hypnotism?
Well, first of all, someone that's willing to do it.
Willing?
Willing, being open-minded.
Open-minded.
Sucker.
Yeah. And, of course, great tits help, too.
Well, we got a bunch of winners here.
Oh,
my goodness.
Look at that.
She's showing.
Now we're talking.
That's lovely.
Wow. Yeah.
We're not in Jersey anymore.
Yeah, Joey Diaz. Yeah.
He's topless here.
We ain't Weehawken. You know what I'm saying? Let's do it.
That's great. So these girls would be good candidates. Do you open-minded? Yeah, open-minded.
Extremely open-minded.
Yeah.
Really?
Are you into being here?
Yeah, I am.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
She just got one of those. Well, she's got one of those dancer attitudes.
Yes.
It's good. It's good to have. But it's like no, it's not a bad. I'm not saying bad attitude.
Yeah, we're
I'm
not
just saying one of the
we're not trying to
dancer
trash
attitudes.
it. You just seem
the whole attitude of the dancer attitude is fucking guys. It's just like, you fucking guys, just give me your money and shut the fuck up. And I know you're all a bunch of saps and stuff. Yeah, that's cool, you know. No? Really? No?
Never.
You do a lot of talking when you
I
dance?
actually enjoy my job.
No, I'm not saying you don't. I think you're misunderstanding me,
Yeah,
man.
what's the matter? I don't like the tension. I kind of have like a crush on her.
You do?
Yeah. Where are you from?
Where are you from?
Me too.
Where do you go to school?
All right, listen.
We're in Jersey.
Huh?
I'm doing good. God, am I a fucking zero?
All right, why don't we get the girls hypnotized? Why don't we get the girls hypnotized and see what we could come up with, okay?
Yes.
All right.
So you need you need a quiet place to go?
Yeah, we're going to go to a quiet place and see whoever wants to volunteer. Maybe some of these guys, they'll give it a try.
And
He's going to hold off.
How many more people do you need?
It doesn't matter. Whoever wants to come will come.
Can we get Danny or Nathaniel or Travis?
If they're open-minded.
If they're open-minded to it.
That dumb Danny? Yeah, of course he'll do it. Absolutely.
Very impressionable.
Of course he is.
Danny does anything.
Yeah.
He's the greatest.
He'll do it.
Nathaniel, he picks and chooses, but Danny...
Nathaniel's gotten very cocky since he assault on the media.
Danny still is a go-getter.
Yeah, Danny's hungry. That's why I like this kid. Nice body.
What about Travis? Is Travis in or out?
He doesn't mind.
What is that? That's what he just said?
He doesn't mind.
What does that mean?
I don't buy it.
You read Travis?
Oh, he's not very open-minded.
Yeah, he just shook his head back and forth.
Yeah.
And you,
I thought he said
that
he
didn't look
mind.
good.
Sorry.
That didn't look good from where I said.
Hypnotize him, and you know what you do? Hypnotize him, and then tell him to go get coffee, and that'll make you look real good because he'll go and do it, even though he doesn't believe. He does. I know. He does it. That's the whole gag.
I know,
sir.
I know.
It bombed horribly. But
That's how bad that was. Dummy actually jumped in. Well, technically, I do that.
I get coffee, so that would be silly.
Yeah, good
yes,
point.
it would, Travis.
All right, why don't we get this going?
Where are you going? Quiet.
I'm going to put him in my production room because it's soundproof. And
You have like a stopwatch you use. Remember, Jim Norton's a toilet. Jim Norton's a toilet. You've been stopped up for days.
All right. And the Bag O' Nuts guys, you guys hanging? All right. The website is bagonuts with 2 Gs.com. bagonuts.com.
Great. Okay, girls, we'll see you soon.
Go do your thing, Lauren.
Bye, Lauren.
Maybe he'll hypnotize you to take
There
those
they
little
go.
shorts off you, animal. You stay in Pakistan. You're here with Uncle Joey for the afternoon.
She's gotta go, sir.
She's got to go.
Put Lauren with Uncle Joey.
Nice.
All right.
Girl.
But she's got to...
I'll be
You
back.
married?
Trust me.
Yeah?
Loosen up a little.
Yeah, loosen up a little.
Promise.
You want a shot?
Are you nervous?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Get the Jaeger.
Really?
Why are you
I thought she was being mean.
Get the Jaeger.
Yeah, we got rid of the
No, we're
Jaeger
not.
machine.
Get the Jaeger.
No, we're not on anymore. We're waiting to come back from
No,
break.
you know what it is? It's just like, I never did anything like that. It was just like being on the spot.
Really?
I don't know.
Don't sweat it.
Don't sweat it.
Yeah, you,
We're
came,
easy to get along with.
you came in here with an attitude, but it seems like you're a nice person, so we
No,
just
it's
want to
just-
make sure you're comfortable in here, you know.
I didn't see it as an attitude, not like a bad
I know.
attitude.
Well,
it's just, you know.
It was just how she was presenting herself. Her arms were folded. That's always a bad sign, you know,
Yeah.
like someone that's being very cautious
Yeah.
or someone that's tense.
Or a stripper doesn't take off any clothes. It's
No, I did.
kind of
I
out
did.
there.
I've worked at 10s.
Oh,
For a
okay.
year, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
It's not like I'm uncomfortable with it. It's just like...
You shy?
No.
By the way, you're so much hotter than the other two.
Don't say that on the air, though. Don't say that on the air.
Yeah. Just to let you know.
Who's this psychopath?
This is George. He's our bouncer.
Oh, George is funny.
You're a bouncer?
Yeah, anyone that walks around with a G.G. Allen shirt, it means business. I'll tell you right now.
Melinda was supposed to come.
Yeah.
What happened to her?
Yeah, she still sleeping.
Yeah.
Too much
Dancers
coke last
love
night,
sleeping.
probably.
No, it's just
No
with
coke?
the hours that you work, it's like, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can relate to that.
George is a good golf
No.
buddy of Voss's.
You have to kick ass a lot, sir?
Not at
Yeah.
all. Our club is like so...
Once in a while, you got to rack some head. Some guy who wants to touch. It's so...
That's a good part of my
It
job.
just stinks, though, when you can't touch. You know, you want to just...
It
We
does.
give him a certain leeway.
reach up and, you know, grab a handful of snatch.
Jesus. Yeah, right. Palm it.
Just
palm it like
palm
you're
it.
judging tomatoes. Nice. That's a ripe tomato. You know?
I'm such a loser. I was trying to get what's her name, Brittany, to like. I'm too shy to even ask her to sit on my lap, and
Yeah.
she's like, ugh. I'm just a
she
fucking.
wanted no part of you.
No, I never go to strip
None.
clubs. Never.
You don't.
Really?
Absolutely not. No.
It's a waste of money, right?
No, I'm not saying that. I just don't go.
He wants
You know
the
what?
whole fucking caboodle. You know what
I
I'm
know.
saying?
I know. He's a filthy
It's
animal.
weird.
You can't stop halfway.
Huh? Who's weird?
Jersey, like the way that they do... The
Yeah.
way they run
Do you like the other girls, or
Hmm?
you like the other two that are here?
I really like them.
Yeah.
What do you mean, parents-wise?
You don't like them.
Hmm?
Why don't
Do you know those two girls?
My friends, yeah.
Oh, you know?
Yeah, we all actually work at this one club.
Oh.
Okay.
What do you think's hotter?
There's a variety of people. you know.
Miss? What do you think's hotter?
Are you bisexual? I like to ask creepy questions. No.
Prefer,
What?
prefer male?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? Let me get it like this. Prefer penis.
Yeah.
Oh, say that for the air. That'll be good.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's what we need.
Yeah, you know every girl is.
A little
Whether they
bit.
deny it or not, they are.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Like the
Little
girls
not,
a little bit.
Not bisexual, like, you know what I mean? They're just,
They just like, you know, they're open to it. In the right circumstance.
especially the dancers.
Yeah. Well, you girls are always all over each other at the club and everything. You see them at strip club. One girl's getting off, one's getting on. They're, you know, touch each other. And it's all hot. I do that with Jimmy after the show.
Yeah, just a couple of
little
men.
touch in the bathroom or something like
In a
that.
manly way.
It's fun acting it out.
Yeah, why not?
Are you
Yeah.
getting
Couple
more
of guys.
relaxed? All right, she's getting more relaxed.
Yeah, it's, you know what it is? It's talking and just...
Yeah.
Yeah. Talking. just sit here for 4 hours a day and just talk.
Conversation.
Yeah, I know.
When you're just coming in, you don't know people and you don't know what to expect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you figure radio, it's got to be some kind of, scripted thing. And it's just hanging out and talking.
Yeah.
We're pretty easy to get along with. Yeah.
Well, we gotta step aside so they could wire the studio, I guess.
Oh, is that what they're doing?
We should be back from break in a couple
What
minutes.
a long break this has been.
I know.
Jesus. We never even take breaks usually. And, I don't know. We could run commercials, I guess.
Yeah.
All the sponsors we have for the show.
Yeah.
Tons of them. It's a very popular program.
Starbuckses.
Starbuckses.
I got a whiz. How old do you want?
All right. Well, I guess we'll have the girls in here in a few minutes to, see what that guy can do with them. The hypnotist. So
she's
You're
19, by the way.
God in heaven. Love you.
10 years ago.
Like sands through the hourglass, so is the Owenay virus.
What happened? I don't know what's going on.
Out to lunch where he was smashing that awful Frida because that bitch stinks and she's not funny. Stop wrecking your fucking mediocre radio show by letting her call in.
So Out to Lunch is the guys in Baltimore, I think?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're syndicated to JFK.
And they're big fans of our show.
Yeah, they love you guys. They hand out stickers for your radio show.
That's so weird.
That's like the lowest self-esteem radio guys. Let's hand out stickers for them.
Why don't you promote your own show?
I know, because the guy has this enormous head, so I'm surprised he even goes out in public. But they're fucking big fans. And, we're on there, so I'm fucking trashing Dynamite. Because you know why they're not fucking funny? Because they won't have comics in. Because comics will outshine them. And if they were funny and secure like you guys are, right, and lazy, you're lazy too. This way in your comics, you're just too lazy fucking zeros. All right?
We were just watching the clock waiting for you to come in knowing that we'd get a good hour, and then I could just sit here,
Yeah. And so they won't have comics in. So now you had to hear them and go, oh, you want a war against, they're blaming these kids. These kids didn't do it. I did it. All right, I'll take a war with you fucking idiots. All right? What are you going to do? You're going to keep me off of TV? So they go after these kids, right? They go, oh, you want a war? And we're listening to them on not one funny line.
They're
in
not
40
funny.
minutes.
How about this? Here's a war. You're a fat fuck. Your wife is unfunny, and your breath stinks. I said that. Jim Norton and Rich Voss agreed.
Yeah, I agree. Here's a war. Why don't you have a war on weight, you fucking buffet molester? All right? Stop eating.
You've been kicked out of every major market. You fucking can't make it. You sucked in New York. You sucked in Philly. You got booted out of Buffalo. How's that? The guys from Out to Lunch are not saying this, although I'm sure they agree with it.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Opie and Anthony.
No.
I thought you were really yelling at you two.
Now we're going to have a problem.
You want a war? Pick up a small radio show like that.
Two guys that are making like fucking under $20 grand a year. You want a war? What are you going to do? You fucking jerk-offs.
All right.
Opie and Anthony, the virus is spreading.
All right. Lots going on today. We got Ralphie May in studio. He's playing Carolines all weekend long.
Carolines.
And we got Joey Diaz. Joey, where are you again?
Comedy on the Hudson.
Comedy on the Hudson?
Comedy on the Hudson, Jersey City, 8 o'clock both nights.
All right, very good. I'm going to go see Ralphie tonight, if you don't mind. And then maybe I'll try to see you Saturday.
Are we off out there?
Ralphie's in there.
Huh? All right, we got, I don't know, we got way too many people here today, but that's okay.
That's a lot.
A bunch of people commented that they couldn't hear her talking because she was off mic.
Yeah.
Okay.
How long does it take him to fucking...
It's a whole thing.
I know.
It's a whole
I'm
thing?
so irritated.
It's a whole thing. What they got to do is they got to find the volume and just turn it down.
A lot of people saying they couldn't hear her, and they're all bitching, get the mic. It would be nice if we could hear what she was saying. We understand. We were trying the best we could. Sometimes we try things out here on the show. Sometimes they work very well. Sometimes they don't work as well.
Guess what?
And
it didn't work.
It didn't work as well, but
That's
we couldn't shove the microphone in front of our face if we're supposed to be off the air, you dickhead.
Stupid.
I can't even get
D's Nuts from Pennsylvania. Look, D's Nuts. Oh, I've never heard that one before. You jack off. What an awful name.
I love that we're finally fighting back.
The whole D's Nuts thing is not fucking funny
Do you know
at
that's
all.
the name of my company?
Is it? It's not funny anymore. When did you name it?
A couple years ago.
See, it was probably funny back then.
Oh, it's still funny.
No, it's not.
It was never
funny. It's
when you
old.
Get,
It was
when
never
you get
funny.
old people, get old people who have to write checks, and they have to. Who do you make this out to? These nuts.
No.
Okay. I'm
no.
sorry. A little 6-year-old little white lady. That's a little funny. That's a little bit. A little bit funny. A little bit.
What kind of business are you doing?
Look at that.
That old
I'm a
ladies
comic.
are writing out checks to you.
Oh, come on.
Yeah,
All
really?
these companies.
Jesus.
He's selling Depend undergarment
I'm
on the
making
side.
money.
Yeah. What are you,
I'm
clean
not-
addicts?
Yes. Yes. This coin collection?
I just fucking hate strippers. Oh,
Really?
dude,
Oh,
I can't tell you.
I'm not a fan.
But I think it's because they drive you crazy.
They do drive me crazy.
Little
I can't even
prick
get a stripper on my lap. I'm such a fucking zero.
But you're too shy.
I'm the worst.
Like Joey right away just went, hey, come here, sit here, baby.
Yeah, fuck
and
that.
she's right on his lap.
Yeah.
You're sitting there waiting for her to go, can I sit on your lap, Jimmy?
I don't like to
impose.
impose.
You too. I don't give a fuck. I go to a strip club with counterfeit 20s. I do it all the fucking time.
Some you print on your home printer.
On them and shit in the dark. They'll never even see it. I go in there and make me change, bitch.
I just
don't
hate
give
that
a fuck.
fucking bouncer energy they bring with a bounce. Get the fuck out. It's
No, that's the
energy
whole
that's
thing.
fucking.
You don't like that?
I hate it.
I'm with
Well,
Jimmy.
they
I'm
act
not a
like
big
fucking-
fan.
That fucking energy. Get the fuck out of here. with
The
that.
attitude.
Man, what we need is just broads who just ready to just get naked.
Well, the other two are
We're going to throw
go-getters.
your
So.
thing of bacon. Is
about
that
them
okay?
either.
Are you down with it?
Well, we'll see
Is
what
that-
happens. We'll see what
that
happens.
should be the prerequisite for
Wait,
any broads coming in here.
They're getting hypnotized right now.
Let all the energy go once you relax
Oh.
further.
Oh,
And
yeah.
deeper and deep. Eyes becoming heavy.
Yeah, that makes good radio. Have people hypnotized while they're driving. Smart.
Well, the
Good
guy
thing.
told us not.
Jesus.
The guy-
not the genie.
The guy told us, make sure that you don't air too much of me hypnotizing the girls because people will, get in car crashes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
really.
His power.
Let's test it
His
out right
power.
now. You know something?
Yeah, live life on the edge.
Right.
Not like a guitar car.
If
Fuck
it worked, wouldn't we just be able to fly helicopters over Iraq and just say this shit out the speakers and say now dress in tutus if you're the opposition so
hard
we
to make
know who to
someone at
shoot?
ease when you're.
What could he possibly be saying? You're not a cock tease. You're not a cock tease.
Good luck.
In 4. In double state relaxation, eyes become even heavier. Heavier and heavier. Tired.
Your eyes are gonna relax, motherfucker.
Now the deeper you come out, the heavier your eyes become.
You get sleep.
Feel that sting? That's pride fucking with you.
Just look at the shape of my head and be grateful you're not me.
Fucking
hate life. I hate life.
All
right.
That polyester shirt.
I never go to fucking strip clubs.
All right,
Write
calm
the
down,
fucking
Jimmy.
Craigslist.
Jesus. Why are you so
Craigslist got the chicks?
Yes.
I had no idea.
You are really bothered.
Ah.
It's just one of those things. You either like it or not. I can't be bothered
I
with it.
dated one for 5 years. They're a
I
fucking
did-
mess.
I just
bro.
know it.
It's a fucking mess.
I hate that fucking
Dude,
energy.
you gotta tell them how you punched Carol in the head.
Oh, this girl used to love me to smack the fuck. That's why I gained the weight after I broke up with her.
Used
I
to be a
was
thin
shit.
guy?
Huh?
Used to be a thin guy?
I used to be a thing. Every time I'd fuck, I had to smack her, pull her hair, kick her in the stomach. I was in shape. I used to tie her up, go to the store and call her from the payphone on the answering machine. I'm going to come home and fuck you in the ass. I'm gonna
Wow, and she
come
was
on
into
your
that,
ear.
huh?
Oh, she loved it. And then I get home. I remember I took her to Miami for New Year's one year. She couldn't come out unless I gave her a black eye because she wanted me to fucking smack her hard in the face and call her a cunt. And
You know what's cool about that,
Wow.
though? Because it really symbolizes a healthy childhood.
For me or for her? For me, hey, listen, if you want me to smack you, I got to smack you before I
You
mean, if you're
asking
sucking my
for
dick,
it.
I'm going to smack you in the face and knock you off. That's a party where I come from. You know what I'm saying? Run with it. You know what I'm talking about?
Wow. And then you
She
broke
was
up?
a nasty fucking freak, bro. Nasty. From Michigan. I met her at Joey's Comedy Club in Dearborn, Michigan. And she came back to Boulder with me. I had a little runaway of my own. I was like Pauly Shore. You know, he picks up those runaways at the bus station. Fuck, I was doing the same thing.
Pick up, and what was it, like first night she tells you to punch her, or was it
No, I knew it was
slowly
a
get
problem
into
when
it?
she was licking my nuts and she gave me a rim job. I had never had that before in my
Really?
life. And I knew, you know, like I was telling Ralphie last night, look at me, any chick who sucks my dick is really a filthy fucking pig. You know what I'm saying? While they're sucking my dick, I'm thinking that to myself, you know what? You're a disgusting fucking slob is what you are. Look at you.
But how does it get to the point where all of a sudden she wants to be smacked? I mean, that's not... I mean,
You know, one day I was fucking her. I used to fuck her in the ass and pick her legs up. Did I tell you one day I found aluminum foil in her ass?
Oh, dude, you
I
gotta
think she
tell
swallowed
that.
a fucking brownie. I was fucking in the muffler from behind. We were watching Mission Impossible, 1 o'clock. in Seattle, and I feel something hitting the Cuban egg roll as I'm banging her. And I take my dick out and I go in her ass like it was wide open. I go in there like it was mine. And there's a little, I just put on the table and kept fucking her. You know me, I'm a dirty
foil.
A little piece of foil. She had a piece of meatloaf or something from the state deli or some
Were
shit.
you fucking Ave Maria?
And then she told me to smack her in the ass, smack me in the ass. Then one day I was fucking her, she goes, smack me in the face. And that's when it got good. You know what I'm saying? Because you take out all the shit that's on your mind, you know?
Wow.
And she kept telling me, I want to suck your dick, and meanwhile, just knock me the fuck out. Sure. Why not?
And were you close fist punch
I could
her?
never really close fist her, but I'd bitch slap her.
Yeah,
hard.
that if you put that paw into any girl's face.
Tell him a story about how when she when she ripped up your paycheck in front of you.
Oh, I fucking pulled her hair. I pulled the fucking hair so hard that I ripped out like half the side of her head and hair. So now she caught. The lady next door sees me. She's a fucking Crime Stopper. Calls the cops. So I got the cops looking for me all over Seattle. I'm hiding in a dumpster. You know what I'm saying? And then I jump out of the dumpster, and there they are, surprised. They waited 5 hours for me, and they took me, and then they dropped the charges because they had none. I just pulled the hair, and I said, hey, I was getting a hand job in the afternoon. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? Freaky. Just it's
wow.
It's a crazy world, you know, and people understand. It's like dating a comic. The first year, it's kind of cool. He's so cute. We do comedy. He just called me from Miami. After you look behind the curtain, it's a mess. You know, it's a fucking mess, bro.
Bunch of mental cases.
I mean, what would make you go down somewhere and start shaking your little monkey for dollar bills and not be ashamed? You know, whatever. It's a living, but...
I like that. I just hate the way they respond to me.
Why do they respond
that's
to
what you don't
they
like,
always
Jimmy.
have. Oh, I'm telling you, I'm fucking always. They always have. I just fucking... That's why I go right to the prostitution.
Yeah.
Right for it.
Bypass them.
Dude, you're so bothered, though. Who cares?
You could go in
But
there
it's
and
just,
say
it's so typical of what I fucking hate in life. It's so typical.
Aww.
Ugh, that's all right. It's fine. I deserve it.
No,
Believe me, I'm a great...
I really don't care if a stripper likes me or hates me.
I don't
care
either,
less.
actually, in that sense.
But
It's like,
you're just really bothered by
It's just like, do your job.
It's just the whole thing that they're not just coming up to him and, you know.
Being naked at all. Don't
Yeah.
just flash it. What the fuck is that? That awful energy of a bouncer there. Like, what are we going to do, rape you in studio, stupid?
Well,
good point.
The guy's not really a bouncer. He plays golf with Rich Voss.
All right, he's a friend of ours.
You know what's funny?
Yeah.
You ever go to
He's a 3 handicap. I mean, what kind of bouncer is he? I mean,
He drives the Rolls Royce.
You gotta go to a club. You're a
He's
comic,
good with
bro.
a
Go to
9
strip
iron.
clubs and crack 'em. Crack 'em.
Never. They don't think I'm funny. I do
Oh,
cancer
please,
jokes.
you
They
don't say
don't
a
ever
word.
laugh at me.
When they do a lap dance, you fart. They'll fucking think it's funny when they
Strippers
smell that
never think
dead
I'm funny.
garlic coming from your muff.
Never. You know who thinks I'm funny? Fucking psycho fat chicks think I'm a hoot. Never fucking strippers.
A hoot.
Oh, that.
Oh, okay.
You know what though? Everybody's got to make a living.
That's right. Go do your thing.
Ah, man, whatever. Just fun with the captain left. That's all that really matters, you know. I like to entertain people. I'm lucky at living a full life. Got a new place. You know, getting all painted. I feel good.
These girls
fucking
hypnotizing
cunts. They
anybody?
always just fucking drain you, and they want nothing to do with me, and I know they don't. I know they don't. It's fucking annoying, and they can't even hide the fact how much they fucking hate my guts, which makes me sick. But then again, there's a certain honesty I kind of like about that. There's something about a girl just telling the truth that makes me feel good inside. You know, you have to love it. You have to love it. So what are those whores doing?
For the new listeners, Jimmy, this is Jimmy's calm music. We calm him down with a little
Yeah.
chameleon.
Something about that song that just makes you happy.
Strippers, you're right up. You can't help it.
Feeling a little better, Jimmy?
No, because it's not playing anymore.
I can't play for the rest of the show.
Sure can. You sure can. Everyone out there will be feeling good. What's the matter? You can't have carloads of people just clapping and smiling?
Feeling good.
Yeah, how do you not feel good listening to this?
Impossible.
Absolutely.
Now, why don't they hypnotize these girls and make them come in here and lick balls and eat shit and stuff like that? Let's have a good time on Opie and Anthony. You know what I'm saying? What are you going to hypnotize them for? To quit smoking or to quit stripping? Fuck that.
They'll always
One
say.
last hurrah.
They always say you'll never get a hypnoptized person to do something they wouldn't do
normally, right?
Normally, that's the cop out. That's the cop. Yeah, like they wouldn't suck dick.
Come on, you think that's not on the resume?
Look at her.
Come on, come on.
I want you to visualize
All right,
pictures.
I want to hear this guy for a
See
second.
your
I'll
mind.
play the uncle.
Sleep. You gonna visualize picture and see these things? We're just gonna go through a couple sleep tests to show how your body and your mind react to one another. I want you to visualize picture in your mind, your eyes being glued shut, Imagine what that feels like. If somebody took crazy glue and ran it along your eyelids,
or a
I will
load.
count from 1 to 3. You will attack.
Yeah, sticky load right there.
How about really just running crazy glue across their eyes?
Why not?
Try that.
Yeah, right.
That sounds fun.
Hey, Anthony, before we get to the hypnotist, we got more Mayor Menino clips we should get to.
Ooh.
Why not, right?
Yeah, while we wait for the
why not?
hypnotist.
We have a few.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, what's wrong with this guy? Hold on a second. Greg, what's up?
Hey, I wanted to tell Jimmy just to shut the hell up.
Why?
We're trying to hear some good stories about what people do. We're trying to hear better stories about what people who actually own their testicles can do with women and do to women. We don't want to hear what a guy who doesn't even have a pair of balls will do when he's in a room with women who just want your money.
Yeah? Is that what you want to hear?
I just don't want to hear you bitch and complain about how women who just want your money don't pay
That's
attention
not
to
what
you.
I'm complaining about, you fucking idiot. Why don't you listen? That's not what I'm complaining about.
I can only listen to you for so long. Then it's like hearing nails on a chalkboard when you're complaining that a woman who
Really?
wants your money
Well, then
won't pay attention to you.
Then why don't you fucking turn the radio off and go inside and fuck your mother? Why don't you do that for a little while? I'll complain about whatever I want to complain about, you scumbag.
My brother's on top of my mother right now.
Stop trying to be funny, stupid. Stop it.
Funny.
Yes, you were. Really? Is your brother really on top of your mother? Now you're a fucking liar. I don't care if you like me complaining. That's what I do. I tell the truth however I'm feeling at the moment. Oh, God damn it.
Okay, Jimmy. Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
That was the gayest whatever I've ever heard.
Whatever.
Okay. Fucking really annoying.
Paul Lynn.
Well, let's get to the Mayor Menino clips. They're short, sweet, and very, very funny because the mayor of Boston, he just can't speak.
Is that the guy y'all said that died?
Yeah, we kind of said that up in Boston. That's why they threw us off the radio up there.
Fuck
He
'em.
got all upset.
Can't take a joke, take a cab.
Yeah. It was April Fool's Day, so we were doing an April Fool's gag.
a
He
good
got a
one.
little upset. Yeah, it kind of got the city talking.
Yeah, right. Hoping.
Yeah, hoping. Really, this guy's been he's been in office for years. We don't even know how long. I don't even know who the last mayor of Boston was.
No clue.
Does anyone know who the
No.
mayor before Menino was?
Yes.
It was so long ago.
You
It was
do?
Rutherford B. Hayes. No? Who was it? Anyone?
Taft.
Taft. I don't know. He's been in there for years, and he can't speak. The guy's got a job where he needs to speak, and he can't speak. So
we got some examples of him misspeaking.
Ray Flynn.
Ray Flynn was
Ray
the last
Flynn?
mayor of Boston?
And how long ago was that?
The 80s.
The 80s.
What year did Menino come in, Ben?
The 80s.
Early 90s?
I think
Wow.
Feel every word.
Amazing.
I speak the truth, and every time I say the word sleep, you'll double the state of sleep. In 3, 2, 1, deep, deep asleep.
Wow.
Doubling the state of sleep each and every time. But every time I tell you to awaken, you'll awaken. In 1, 2, 3, wide awake.
Oh, brother. All right.
Guarantee you there's one faking and one admitting that it can't be done. It's just awful. Whatever's going on in that studio is awful.
Well, I want to know. We're going to see these girls' titties. or
It's
what?
not happening.
We're
It'll
not
be
going
fake.
All right, we'll see what
We're not seeing
happens.
this one.
Cluck like a chicken. Bark, bark. You can come see me tonight. Bark, bark.
I don't want to see a monkey. I want to eat that little monkey. You know what I'm saying? I want to sniff it.
Anthony, you're going to go at the guy, though, right?
Huh?
You're going to go at him, though?
No.
Why not?
Why am I going at him?
Oh, because he's big.
Yeah.
If he was a
We got
wimpy
Poe.
hypnotist, it would have been a different story, right?
You got Master Poe. You got
Master
a ninja
Poe.
in your Novus.
That's true.
I mean,
Yeah.
come on. Master Poe's got his pants up high. He's ready to kick some ass.
I want to see how far these people go and what they do, and then we'll get on.
You
it.
guys
Hit the wiffle ball bat.
You
There
guys
you
want
go.
to test our security system today?
No, because
I think everybody's resounding like,
No,
are
the
you
test.
serious?
The test may be no, because he's a big guy, so the test may have to.
No, I mean just test it.
Yeah.
It's just test.
All right.
It's getting hot in here.
Oh, no.
God, I hope he comes in and attacks Nathaniel.
Oh boy, we would be dead by now.
We're off.
We would be dead.
You can hear dumb Ben out there.
He's right out there, but he's just kind of
we're off.
hanging out.
We're off out there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why? Oh, that's
Yeah.
great. Well, the security system's not working today. That's great. All right, Anthony, anyway, Mayor Menino clips of him misspeaking.
Yes.
Here's the first one.
It doesn't say people cannot walk to the garden or run to the garden. It means that people cannot congregate on the garden. 3 or more people congregate on the public garden over the next several weeks, it'll be banned. We'll have more police presence on the common.
Conjugate.
There's an art, and he said congregate.
Conjugate. I think he means congregate.
Yeah.
And he's saying conjugate.
Fucking dummy.
He's going to formulate sentences.
This guy's job is to speak. He's a public speaker.
Listen to this one.
Much like a cookie, I predict the Yankee dynasty will crumble. And the results will be delicious for Red Sox fans.
This is the mayor of Boston.
Not only is he mumbling like an ass, but that whole thing
He
is
sounds
just
drunk.
much like a cookie. I predict the Yankee dynasty.
Jesus.
He sounds drunk.
Yeah.
Is he?
He's got
Come
a
on.
big fat tongue is what it is. Yeah.
I don't know.
And much like an 8-ball, it will fall apart, and the results will be delicious for Opie and Anthony's producer.
I'm not every information that we get, we take with credibility. We check it out to see if what the long range plans are, and
we take with credibility.
Every information we
Every
get.
information.
Not every bit or every piece. Every information.
Every information.
He cuts out any word that's under 3 letters.
we got big problems. AT&T, they're sponsoring this whole summer program with me, and you want Sprint to come in and do something. They do diddly dunk.
They do diddly what?
Dunk.
Diddly dunk?
Diddly dunk.
Never heard of that one. Okay.
All right. Here's him talking about ending the homeless problem in Boston.
Who say we're going to end homeless, but there's no resources to end homeless. How do we do that?
End homeless. We're going to end homeless. Not homelessness or we're going to end homeless.
They just love this guy up there in Boston. It's amazing.
What a boo.
So we have to be flexible, and that's where we're all flexible to get through this issue. And I just say that it's difficult. It will be difficult.
We have to have flexible?
Something like that, yeah.
Have flexible.
I mean, how is this guy in office? Did he send the Guman for Kennedy to
It's a
drive
corrupt.
home?
It's a very corrupt city.
Yeah.
You really should say that you really love the mayor of Boston.
A lot of nepotism going on there, a lot of corruption, and people staying in office forever. Kennedy, Menino.
Let's go to Pat from Boston.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
That cookie he was referencing, I just wanted to first say I love the mayor also. But that cookie reference is like a Red Sox reverse the cookie that they were selling. And I hope you have the rest of the clip because he does a thing where he goes, Lord, hear our prayer. Punch it out.
Lord, hear our All right, Nathaniel, grab that mic. We got an update on the hypnotist and the girls. What's going on? You can grab this one.
Well, this is courtesy of Steve, so it said it looks like two of the girls have snapped out of it.
Yeah.
But the other 2 are into it, or bought. I don't know. I'm trying to read Steve's handwriting as I do this, and I stink.
He doesn't write like he speaks?
I think it says the other 2 that he brought are knocked out. So the hypnotist brought a few people with him. Those 2 are knocked out. But the 2 that have nothing to do with the hypnotist are not knocked out.
That is amazingly coincidental.
That happens.
That works out.
That happens. You know, you got to bring the people with you.
That's good. So what time is Kreskin coming back in? I have a press somewhere. I won't announce it to anyone, including the press.
One of my favorite things ever.
Where exactly is it? So we can go.
That's my favorite thing ever.
That fucking idiot he is.
Who was it?
Amazing Kreskin.
Kreskin would come in here with makeup on, and he would predict all this crazy shit, and we'd start challenging him on stuff. He goes, I gotta go. I got a press conference. and we would try to ask him, where's the press conference? He goes, it's there.
It's on the west side.
Right.
We're on the west side. Where exactly? Back in the 50s. But we want to go to it. Well, no, you can't because I'm leaving right now. He stinks.
It was the worst.
Charlotte.
We always had a good time with him, though.
Scott's pointing out that Menino said, much like a cookie, I predict the Yankee, whatever he says. He goes, that's news to me. Cookies that make predictions. Much like a cookie, I predict.
Let's go back
He's
to that.
predicting like the cookie did.
Much like a cookie.
Much like a cookie, I predict the Yankee dynasty will crumble. And the results will be delicious for Red Sox fans.
See, we're the worst listeners.
funny.
Why didn't we hear that the first time? Much like a cookie.
Much like a cookie, I predict. Also,
see into the future.
as the cookie predicts, I predict.
Man, I've eaten a lot of cookies. I've never had
predict.
one go. Yeah.
Well, I think the cookie can probably predict that it's going to be eaten.
Yeah, right.
Yes. As can anything else within striking distance.
Much like a Buick.
Here's a quick one.
That's one thing that really fries my nose.
Fries my nose?
Is he doing bumps for Jesus?
What does that mean?
He thought it was coke and it turns out it was crank.
Much like a cookie.
What happened?
We have
another update?
Yeah, we have the opposite of Mayor Menino in the studio, Martini Steve.
Wow.
With his perfect speech.
Much like a cookie, I predicted the Yankee dynasty will have delicious results for Red Sox fans.
Yes.
He's got an update on the hypnotist and the strippers.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, whatever.
Let her rip.
So he's got the one in the red, what was her name? Mallory, I think.
Mallory.
Thank you. She's almost out. The blonde is completely awake, and I guess she just can't pay attention long enough. If the object is to focus on something, she can't pay attention for more than like 5 minutes. She says, winking at Danny. She keeps staring off onto my computer screen. So she can't focus on him long enough to even attempt to get hypnotized.
Can I say, too, that the one in the red wanted to go? She's like, I'll go. She wanted to be a part of that. So
Yeah.
She's perfect.
You know.
Yeah, but they all look really knocked out. The other two girls that went are totally knocked out and asleep in their chairs.
Are they? Where'd they come from with him?
Exactly.
That's coincidental.
You know what?
But the blonde can't pay attention?
The blonde can't pay attention.
Someone take her coke and give it to the hypnotist.
Isn't it kind of a big risk on the hypnotist part that they're going to have an audience full of people that are going to be willing to do this and get up on stage and not right in the middle of it go, this is so fake? You know, how do they guarantee that that's not going to happen at
People
these
are
live
too embarrassed.
events?
They want to be a part of things, so even people who aren't plants won't admit that they can't be. They're like, nah.
Everyone that gets up there to be a part of the hypnotist show is a heckler at a comedy show.
Oh.
They're the people that want
They wanna
the
be the
attention. They want to be the show. They want to yell something out and be recognized and looked at and applauded.
I remember as a little boy there was a magician at a birthday party.
Where did he touch you?
No, he
Yeah, that's right.
We're gonna.
I just
made my little dick disappear into his mouth.
All I remember. Hold on. I got
over and over.
Anthony's on to something, because every time you go down this road, Anthony and I are thinking, here it is. We
Here
finally
it
get
comes.
to find out who touched him
Why
as a kid.
Jimmy is Jimmy, the magician.
All I remember.
Is it the magician? Damn it, it's not.
All I remember is a stabbing pain in my buttocks, liquor in my face, and ta-da.
As I wiped my face.
I have.
Oh, hocus poke you.
He made me rub his wand.
I was as a boy. I remember the magician was at a birthday party and looking for volunteers.
Yeah.
I was begging to be a volunteer. I kept yelling,
of course.
pick me, pick me, pick me, because you're at that age, you don't know dignity, so you just yell and scream. And he just kept pretending he didn't hear me because he knew I was going to be a
So it
fucking
goes back to
You
that.
were going to be the ham.
Yeah.
So the magician blew you off, and that's why you hate the
Yeah.
strippers that blow you off. There's a tie
Anyone
in
that
there.
blows you off, the magician. And what was he looking over your head?
Yeah, like-
kind of going, like let me
Anybody?
look at
You!
And you're jumping around like
Shy
an
boy.
animal.
Me, pick me. I want to be a part of the magic trick.
Where you're raising your hand and have to hold it up with your other hand by the elbow. Me.
I might have been waving them both.
I want to be part of something.
I feel no magic.
Exactly.
And then they picked somebody else, and you went, oh.
Like when I went to see the firemen and the fire trucks, they had to yell at me to stop jumping in and out of the firemen's boots.
Did
you know, Just
they?
always looking for attention. Yeah, so that's what you're doing if you're doing the hit.
Were you like, hey, look, I got big boots on?
I don't know. I probably I was like a Pat from Munaki thing. Like, these boots are made for not doing anything.
Hey, let's say hi to Jeremiah in California.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Jeremiah.
You went to Vegas and you got hypnotized. What happened?
Yeah, my old lady talked me into getting up on the stage and letting the guy pull this hypnotist shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought it worked for a little while because when he went to pull me, snap you out of it or whatever, all I had was this urge to call 972-404-8501 and go to the Addison Improv June 16th through 18th.
That was a good one.
And why
Fucking
would you go there?
God damn it, he didn't say why he'd go there.
I didn't find that one good.
I didn't know it was coming.
There was no. Yeah,
He
you
did
didn't
the
know
phone
it was
number
coming,
first.
but there wasn't a compelling build-up to it.
Okay.
See, there's got to be a compelling build-up, and then Jimmy's plug thrown in for no reason.
So you got him plugging
That's
for you
kinda
now?
good.
Oh, that was a plug for my improv date in
It's
Dallas.
Fantastic.
It's
And Addison,
we
go see
hate it.
Pugs and Kelly.
I love it.
We hate this
They're
bit.
great.
I
Every
love it.
time someone gives you a shameless plug, we're going to play another Bob Kelly remix.
No.
Oof. And I got 20 bad ones.
I will not punish him. I will punish all of you.
All of you.
We're paying for it. You listen to it.
That's right. Eric in Jersey. What's up, Eric?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey, man.
Listen, I was in a hypnotism class about 2 weeks ago over in Jersey in Saddlebrook. So I bring this random broad up there to volunteer to demonstrate how it works. And while she's up there on stage in front of everybody, they tell her in her hypnotic sleep that she's going to be going on this fantastic vacation and imagine somewhere, cool and refreshing. She starts feeling herself up in front of the whole class and proceeds to take her shirt off. So there's about 100 guys that are ready to lunge out of their seats and attack this broad on stage. And even the guy that was given the hypnotism kind of freaked out. He's like, shit, this isn't supposed to happen. He kind of brought her out of it. And her eyes lit up when she came to and saw that her shirt was off. Pretty interesting stuff.
Not in the telling you just gave, it wasn't.
Yeah.
Thanks, Norton.
I don't buy it. No way.
She was just showing off, you think, being a silly goose?
Of course.
Oh, yeah,
just showing off. Oh, hypnotism.
Heavier and heavier. Yeah, that's right there. Heavier, deeper. Deeper and deeper. And whenever I say the word sleep, you will collapse in a deep, deep sleep. I just spoke very deep into my eyes.
Jesus.
Wow, I was nodding off there a second.
Yeah.
Jesus. We should have just played the record of the Edmund Fitzgerald. It's a little shorter and less redundant. And I'll say snap and sleep and you will know.
Here's another clip of Mayor Menino.
Like crazy glue holding your eyelids.
Let's listen to this one, Ant.
I don't think the public understands this yet. I don't think they understand what difficult times we're in. But wait a couple of weeks when I make my announcements.
Oh, boy.
You'll understand it. I'm going to core services by anybody's definition. By Republicans' definition, Democrats' definition, socialist, green space, all those people, they're going to know when I say core service and what it means.
Definition of green space.
Definition.
Well, green space got everyone laughing.
Green space.
Was he trying to say Greenpeace? Green
Party?
Green Party?
Definition.
Green space.
Definition. That dude's trash.
He is a mess.
He is a mess.
Many people wonder in our nation's cities about how to solve homelessness.
There's two solutions for homelessness. More housing.
More housing.
Affordable housing. And better health care. That's two solutions. I mean, the issue with homeless was we do a survey in the city every year. We go out and count homeless in the first week in December.
Count homeless.
Count homeless.
Homelessness. He just gives up on the word. Homeless.
Low-cost housing isn't a solution for homelessness.
No.
It doesn't mean you could have free houses, and the nut jobs that are homeless aren't even going to know how to get through the front door. They're kooks. They're crazy people. They're insane people that aren't in institutions. That's what homeless people are.
You know that there's over 100,000 people that live below the streets of New York?
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Chud, right?
Lucky dudes.
That's the real deal,
no?
man.
Get free rent.
Carnivorous humanoid underground dwellers?
It's the mole people.
Mole people?
They've done documentaries on them. Yeah. They've written books on them. And the city's completely aware that
there's like tunnels down there.
Oh,
there's a bunch of unused tunnels and the subway tunnels.
One of the biggest is an Amtrak tunnel that they haven't used in so many years. It's a huge tunnel, and there's just tons down there. Tons.
Yeah.
And they come up during the day, try to make a little living, collecting cans and begging and stuff, and then they go back down there at night.
And they descend back into their
And they tap into some of the pipes to take showers. Some of them have pets down there, and they tap into electricity. They got little shelters.
Yeah.
Little shanty towns, and they got TVs and everything. It's a whole thing that goes on under the city.
It's like Thunderdome.
The city knows about it, but if they...
Bartertown.
2 men in town.
Bartertown down there.
Master Blaster.
But if they decided to clean it up and get all these people out, it would just be a disaster for the city, because now all these people would need somewhere else to live and hang out.
Yeah.
There's
Let's
tons
take them
of them.
shopping in Jersey.
There you go. That's what we'll do.
More people shopping spree.
I think the estimates are close to 100,000 people below ground.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Wait, the smell coming out of there is lovely.
That's an army. It's an army of people.
I know. And they're going to come to get us soon.
They organize?
They're organized, all right.
Yeah.
Just seal up those mole holes in one fucking match and a little can of gas. No more mole people.
All right, let's go to this clip from Mayor Menino.
Imagine that smell. Burning homeless people.
Yeah.
I think it smells worse than just homeless people.
My number might be high, but it's up there. It's up there, the amount of people living.
This is probably like 800.
No.
Only like 100,000 people. My number might be high. Yeah, this report's just in. It's 5 people. They found 5.
There are actually 6 mole people.
Yeah, all right.
He's got millions and multitudes.
A mongrel race.
There'll be a bastard mongrel race. Both races will be destroyed. Well, that's not a direct quote, but it's close.
Yeah, close enough.
Here you go.
I'm going to get you that exact clip, by the way.
It's the Morlocks.
Here's Lauren from Minnesota. Had experience with mole people. Lauren.
Yeah, I'm a truck driver. I was picking up a load down here in Manhattan one time.
All right, hold on. Lauren, the male truck driver. All right.
The guy.
I guess it's Loren.
Lauren.
Like Lauren.
Right? How do you spell your name?
Loren. Lauren.
They have it spelled like we were ready to talk to a girl, so you threw us off a little bit. All right, so what's up, Lauren?
Sorry I disappointed you.
It's all good.
Them old people in New York are funky. I was down there picking up a load by Madison Square Garden one night, and when I got down there, the place was full, and all of a sudden the streets clear out, and I'm like, I thought this was the city that never sleeps. And the guy was loading my truck's like, just wait a minute. And it was like the night of the living dead. All these people come up from underground to the soup kitchen. Me and another driver, we threw on our raggiest jackets we had and went to the soup kitchens with them. Them people are a trip.
You saw him actually coming out of the ground? I've never seen him come out of the ground or back in the ground. Supposedly some of these manholes...
Exactly. Coming up out of the subways.
All right. Well, supposedly some of these manhole covers, if you go at the right time, you'll see them, coming and going.
Oh, they were all coming up out of the subways. It's all been homeless people. We threw on our raggy jackets, went and joined them at the soup kitchen, got free supper.
Yeah, they could walk through the tunnels.
Yeah,
They are some fun people to talk to.
Yeah, I'm obsessed with this whole mole people thing. Obsessed. Keith the cop almost took me on a tour down below.
How can he?
But he said the smell will get to you. He says no one can tolerate the smell, and there's so many rats, and the rats are so big that even a brave guy gets a little freaked out and scared. And you have to wear.
See the people down there or no?
He said that he knows where a ton of them are. Yeah, the cops know where they are.
Do they fuck with the cops down there or no?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to speak out. I don't know. You have to wear, boots all the way up to your thighs and stuff because the rats will start nibbling.
Aw.
Start a nipping.
A nipping. Yeah, did I say nibbling?
Yeah,
nibbling's right.
Yeah, nibbling. Oh, okay, good.
Voss is their leader.
All right, here we go. More
these mole people, scary. They have perfect skin except for that one little blemish.
We got.
You are not welcome here. Your clear skin.
We got a couple more Mayor Menino clips here.
Yeah, hope burns eternal in Boston, and every year we start off, we hope World Series championship. Last year we got to the 5th game, and maybe this is the year.
Hope burns eternal.
Huh?
Well, that's kind of good, right?
Yeah, that's right.
We'll give him that one.
The vice president is saying is heightening the intensity, it seems, a little bit here. What's your level of concern?
Well, our intelligence unit is working with the state, federal officials, keeping us informed if there's any heightening of our security in the city of Boston. So we're working with the federal officials to give us the information that we might need.
Do you think they're playing politics, sir?
I'm not saying they're playing politics. I don't have the intelligence they have.
He said, "Are intelligent."
Yeah. Yeah, intelligent.
And I don't have the intelligence they have. I believe you.
And finally, one last clip.
I have did my duty, and I did it last Tuesday, matter of fact. I can't believe I'm ahead of the schedule.
I have did my duty, and he did it last Tuesday, and he's out of schedule.
There you go. That's today's Mayor Menino clips. More to come in the coming weeks.
500,000 mole people. Stop it.
Not. Well, what's going on with the hypnotist?
Well,
what did she say?
I didn't hear anything.
Why are you laughing?
Yeah, it's going real good.
Did she talk to you?
No.
You sure?
I think he's trying to fuck him.
Right.
I think he's in there just
Wouldn't that
trying
be
to
funny?
fuck
You
him.
pot it up. Yeah, suck my dick. Suck my cock.
And the whole time he was hypnotizing, he's like saying, "My name is Opie. My name is Opie." And after he brutally sodomizes him, that's who they go and report.
Hey, Bo in New York, what's up?
Hi, O&A.
What's up?
Hi, little Jimmy.
Whatever.
Yeah, I'm a conductor for Metro North. I see these mole people every day. They're right by our break room. At the end of the night, like by the bread place, searching through the garbage, picking up bread.
So
I don't think it's 100,000, but I know there's a lot of them down there.
You're seeing a lot of people down when you're driving your train?
No, not so much in the tracks, because they'll get killed. I mean, it's electrified territory, and the cops pretty much control that. But below Metro North, there's it goes below a good 10 floors. And then below that, there's like a power station and stuff. So
there's all kinds of stuff going on under the city.
Yeah, that's the other thing. You think there's a couple tunnels here. No, it goes like 10 stories down. It's all sorts of stuff going on.
There's access tunnels for, electric. And
right.
There's miles and miles of tunnels underneath there that they don't even use anymore, that these people just make up their camps in.
And there's communities. There's if Opie says 100,000 mole people, then there's groups of 200 that live in a community where it's run by they have a leader.
Yeah, and only a few go up top.
Yeah, only a few go up top to get that's their job is to go up and get stuff for the rest of the community.
They're the scouts.
Yeah. There's battles going on down there.
Oh, yeah.
Stuff.
His name is Cyrus.
Cyrus.
I like doing things like that.
No, it was them, the Warriors.
Riffs. They're remaking that one, too.
Of course they are.
Oh, boy.
And the game.
Let's see, who's going to be in it? What rapper? Is Cool J going to play one of the fucking...
Can you dig it?
No, but you know what? The Longest Shot had that one guy in it. That David Patrick Kelly. Warriors.
Yeah.
Oh, he's good.
He played Unger, whatever his name is. I don't know what he played. He played the guy that kills Chris Rock. Whatever, the guy.
Really?
Chris Rock dies? Undertaker. Yeah, Undertaker.
Chris Rock gets killed?
Caretaker. Yeah.
Chris Rock dies in The Longest Yard?
Yeah, he's a caretaker. Then when he went to his bulb and he puts the
bulb
up and he...
Yeah.
I thought he...
I didn't know he was that guy, though.
Going to survive.
I thought he changed.
No, why
I thought they changed the movie.
They changed the movie,
Gee,
but...
thanks for wrecking the movie.
Yeah, what do you want me to do
His
here?
story.
His story.
What about Burt Reynolds?
He plays...
no, I know, but did you have fun working with him and all?
Yes, he was a good guy. He's a great guy.
He's got some crazy facelifts, though, bro.
Oh, it looks like the Addams Family. You know when you walk by and just the eyes move? But you know what, man? You're in the fuck... I mean, the guy is... The guy's the king. I mean, he's been dead and he came back. That's pretty tough in this industry. I mean, he was dead and they brought him back. And he had 8 movies last year.
Great. Did he?
8 movies last year. It's a lot of movies.
And
God bless him.
name 2 of them.
He did.
Dukes of Hazzard.
Oh, he's in that. That's coming out.
He did one with the Playmates that become soccer.
Yeah.
What?
It was...
You have no idea.
Strippers that become volleyball players.
Sure.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Oh, that must have been great. I think that's a good. What's up there with Gator?
Yeah, that had to make at least 200.
The Longest Yard. He had another. He had another 5 other movies that he did. God only knows, But
all right, we should take a break. We got the hypnotist coming back in, hopefully. Right?
It's got to get interesting, dude. If this guy doesn't get him naked, then
here's Keith the cop. Because there's another person online saying mole people is a media creation. Another person saying there's 500,000 mole people. There's another guy on the line we want to talk to him, Paul from Brooklyn. He says he claims he lived in tunnels for 2 years. Keith.
Hey, what's going on, Ope?
Give us what you know about the mole people.
Well, I mean, they're definitely down there. It's not a myth. I mean, and some of these people are regular working people. Like, they come up, they work. I mean, what do they do? Some of them have regular jobs, like not an office job or anything like that, but low-level sort of jobs, and they just go back down and they live underneath the city.
Rent-free.
Rent-free. And you do get the homeless people and everything that are down there doing it as well. And, that from the few people that I've run into that are claiming to be these people, and, you're locking them up going down into the subway tunnels and stuff like that. They do this. There's societies and everything. There's actually a documentary movie that somebody had done.
Yeah, I saw it, a black and white movie.
There's one that's a color one too. I think it's. You have to look it up on the thing. It's like Mole People movie or something like that.
Mole People
the musical.
I'm dirty, so stinky and dirty. I smell like piss.
But it's definitely.
I shit my pants.
It's not a myth, like you say. I mean, that stuff goes down how many levels? 10 stories, 12 stories down. Some of it. I mean, I've never really gone down that far. I've been down 1 or 2 stories, and you see like the old subway lines and everything. It's pretty neat.
Do they bother cops down there or no?
A tour.
No, I mean, you go down there, you got to do what you got to do. I mean, most of them, they don't want to be bothered with what's going going on the
Probably
outside
just go down
world.
there and beat on people. If you're pissed off one day, go down there with the rest of your buddies, a couple of nightsticks, right?
Yeah, knock them around a little bit, you know. You do what you
Tune
gotta
up
do.
a couple of them because they're not going to complain.
No, but like I said, some of them are regular people, you know, and they're just beating the system or something. I mean, who the hell wants to live down there? But
Yeah, they're also digging for water down there.
yeah,
There's a big, huge tunnel that they've been digging for years
From
and years.
upstate.
Yeah, from
Yeah,
upstate.
the water tunnel.
Water tunnel.
That's like 60 stories down, I think.
Hey, wasn't that Die Hard 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
maybe they're tunneling to the middle of the earth or something down there we don't know about. Who the hell knows?
Morlocks.
But there you go. It's the real deal. And,
Yeah.
and the smell down there is completely just out of hand, and the rats and all that, right?
Oh, yeah, because, you know, you get the garbage pile up, and it's not like they're getting garbage pickup or anything.
The floor is covered with guano.
Yeah, it's nasty.
Where do they shit?
All right,
Anywhere
wherever.
they want to.
Wherever, dude.
You know?
Hopefully not where you're walking.
I would think that
All right.
if they have an
Nice
organized
kid.
little society,
No
there's
problem.
probably
Talk to
places
you guys
that
later.
the head muckety-muck designates as the shit area.
What is it? Dippity dunk or dippity? What is it?
Whatever
what did the mayor
Menino
say?
said.
Yeah.
Who knows what he's saying?
Diddly dunk.
Diddly dunk.
Yeah.
That's it.
All right, let's,
when you diddly dunk, it's not by our food.
let's say hi to Paul in Brooklyn. Claims he lived in tunnels for 2 years. Paul, what's up? What do you have?
Hey guys, what's happening? Yeah, when I was in high school, my stepfather was a real prick, you know, and I ran away from home and I was sleeping on the subway, and I met one of the guys and said it was better than sleeping in the trains, and you know, lived in there for about 2 years. It was bad. It was kind of fucked up, but it wasn't like, you know, Morlocks and all the other shit you guys are talking about.
Any ass rape going on down there?
No, dude, no. I mean, it was pretty
No,
cool.
then
I
I'm
mean,
not going.
Yeah, how'd you get down there?
Well, like some of the stations, some of the train stations that you have, you know, you can actually walk. You know how you can walk down on the tracks?
Yeah.
But they're like subsets and other tunnels off of the subway tunnels. Like sometimes if you're riding the trains, you look out the window and you can see like little lights here and there. It's just tunnels off of the tunnels in the subway, dude.
So you have to jump off the platform, run down the tracks
You
a
don't
little,
really
and
have to jump
cut
off.
off.
Like for example, the one 2 years was off of the A train line.
Yeah.
So you would go to like I don't know, like in some of the like the local stops on the C train in Manhattan, and you just walk down the stairs at the end of the platform and then walk in, and then you're there. You know, I mean, I went to high school for 2 years living down there.
Did you have a bed and all that?
Yeah, I had a bed. I mean, the tunnel that we lived in had some pretty decent ventilation. I mean, it was fucked up in the wintertime because it was kind of cold, but it was you know, it was what I had to do.
How many floors down were you?
It's kind of hard to say like floors because when you get down there, I mean, I wasn't really that far down. It's like, cause like once you go in the tunnels, it's kind of hard because it's dark. You can't really see, you know, too much. But the guy knew where we were going, and you know that's how I got down there initially. But maybe about 2 stories down.
Did it go down a lot farther than that?
Not the one that I stayed in, but I'm sure that they probably have some that are a lot deeper. But the one that I stayed in was, you know, it wasn't that far down. It was probably about 2 stories down.
All right, cool. Isn't that wild?
Yeah.
Wow. And he went to high school and completed it.
Yeah, how'd you shower and stuff?
What are you doing? You got to bring a chick home.
Well, I mean, I wasn't getting a lot of pussy, obviously, because, you know, what are you going to do? I mean, I had a girlfriend that I would go to her house, and she always wanted to come visit me, and I was like, oh, no, fuck that.
How do I get to your place? All right, you get off the A train at 58th Street, and then what?
And run real fast.
Yeah, you're there.
And then dodge the trains and don't step on the power line, you know what I mean?
Well, how did you shower and all?
I'd shower at school. You know, I'd go to school, you know, I'd take my shit, get in there a little early, and, you know, I'd shower there, you know, if I could. Or you know, I'd go to the Y and I'd shower at the Y or something like that, you know.
What about washing your clothes?
Well, yeah, that was kind of hard. But, I mean, you know, you collect enough change and you go to one of the laundromats. That's why, you know, you never go to a public laundromat, man. There's a bunch of homeless people washing their nasty shit up in there. You never know what the kind of shit you're gonna get on your clothes when you put it in the wash machine or the dryer, you know. But yeah, man, I go to a local laundromat and, you know, wash what I had, you know, steal a little bit here and there to you know, go shoplifting basically and get some new clothes here and there when I was trying to go out and, you know, meet a chick. And you know, that's it, man. But, you know, I did it for 2 years and you know, worked kind of hard and got a couple scholarships to college. Went to college for 4 years and everything is cool, you know.
Nice.
But it wasn't anybody that couldn't stand sunlight or anything like that. It wasn't any mole people or anything like that, you know.
Right. Well, right on.
I'm not going to comment because I wasn't listening. I don't want to say something that's been said already. I was reading.
All right.
Oh, okay.
All right. Thank you, Paul.
Hey, did you get on with your life?
There goes Paul from Brooklyn. We got to come short because the hypnotist is ready with his victim. So why don't we take a quick break and we'll continue with the Opie and Anthony program. Don't forget Ralphie May at Caroline's all this weekend.
Yeah, baby.
And Joey Diaz at the
Comedy on the Hudson.
Yeah, Comedy on the
Jersey
Hudson,
City.
Jersey City. All right, and we'll continue.
Like sand through the hourglass, so is the Owen virus.
John Hutcherson, 21, pleaded guilty to vehicular homicide in the death of last August of his friend Frankie Brome, who was 23 years old. Seems they're driving home after a night at the bar, which I guess you do a lot down there in Georgia. You do a little drinking, you're driving home, and I guess Frankie was feeling a little ill, so being a courteous friend, he hung his head out the window to vomit.
Now, who hasn't done that?
Who hasn't puked out your
pretty
friend's
much
car?
all have done that. Your friend's driving home, you've had a little too much, and you need to puke, so you just roll down the window, stick your head out, and take care of business. Usually, no harm.
Without incident, the only thing that happens maybe a little puke down the fender.
And
down the quarter panel.
Down the side of the car, and then your friend calls you the next morning really pissed off, come over here and hose down your fucking puke.
Right. And that's because, usually, your friend doesn't veer a little too close to a telephone pole support cable as your head is out the window vomiting.
Oh.
So Frankie, his buddy Frankie's head was completely removed.
That's terrific. That's terrific.
Cut his head clean off. Decapitated his buddy. But it doesn't end there, folks.
No, of course not.
This guy, John Hutcherson, is so drunk, he doesn't even notice he's just decapitated his buddy. He pulls up to his house 10 miles away. He drove 10 more miles with his buddy's decapitated body in the car. Must have been a real conversationalist, this buddy is.
What a self-involved ass.
Too busy trying to find a good song on the radio on the way home.
Dude, do you mind this? All right, cool.
No, okay, I guess not.
Listen to the words.
So he parks in the driveway, goes in, and passes out. Goes to sleep.
And the guy's still in the car.
The guy is still in the car with his, shoulders and body kind of hanging out the window, to which the next-door neighbor walks out, looks over, and sees his decapitated body hanging out the window, and calls police. And they arrested him, but he got 5 years. 5 years in prison he got on Wednesday. That
Wait a minute, but he drove to his house?
Yeah.
Didn't he have to, drop his friend off?
You would think he would drop his friend off, but I guess he was so drunk he...
Maybe he thought his friend was sleeping, and he said, all right, just sleep it off. He didn't say anything, he just walked in the house.
Sleep it off.
Said, look, we'll go back and grab your skull tomorrow. I'm tired. just nap on I-80.
Look, I'm too drunk, I can't drive you home. Don't lose your head over it. I'll take you home tomorrow.
Yeah. Could you quit bleeding and then hemorrhaging all over the side of my car? We'll take your skull out of the leaves, but I gotta get a few winks.
Yeah, wow. That is drunk.
How do you not notice your friend's head is off?
Must have made that flung sound. Shing.
Dude, you alright?
Alright.
Sleep it off.
Silence.
Yeah, sleep it off.
Sleep it off. He vomited off his head. You ever feel like that sometimes after drinking? Like you're going to puke your head right off? What happened? Puked his own head off.
Probably a nice clean cut, too.
Oh, yeah.
How long are you alive where your head is rolling down the road right next to the car where you're still alive?
You're seeing the pickup truck go away with that last bit of blood pressure left in your skull and eyes.
Right, going, oh, no.
Oh, boy. This isn't good.
This is a bad day.
Say, why is that truck driving so fast away from me?
Uh-oh. I was just in there. I think that's my hands.
Opie and Anthony, the virus is spreading.
Just a kiss on the lips, and I was on my knees. I waited, give me good hot fish. She was shaking her hips, so that was all that I needed.
We got a couple of the girls back in studio.
Yeah.
We need to give them some microphones. These are the two girls that couldn't get hypnotized by Salish? Salish?
Yes, I gotta call you back.
That's a hell of a name. I forgot your name. Brittany, the beautiful blonde, and the brunette was...
Mallory.
Mallory, that's right. You guys couldn't get hypnotized?
No.
What happened? Here, give Jimmy, you gotta help me out. Work that
Was
mic.
he finger banging you? Was he
Wait. Help me out and just talking to the mics. That's all I ask.
He sits there and takes his hand and goes back and forth, tries to weave and this and that, and I'm sitting there and I'm starting to laugh. And then when you're sitting there and he's trying to tell you like what you're gonna visualize, he's like, "You're gonna visualize your vagina talking to you." And then the one Steve's standing there and he's like, "You're gonna visualize him nude and how small his penis is and all this other stuff." All I could do was sit there and laugh. And I'm sitting there and he's trying to, work with me. And I'm like, I could fake it if you want.
See?
Oh, yes, you could.
No.
So, do you believe in this hypnosis thing?
Not at all.
Do you know how to spell hypnosis?
Not at all.
I like her. She's all right.
Yeah, right?
And what happened with you?
I just didn't want. I just didn't want to talk to my vagina.
Vagina. This guy was obsessed with.
I mean, I saw Steve's anteater.
What was that about?
When we pictured him
very
naked.
large.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
anteater.
you were supposed to picture him naked, and you pictured him with a huge hog?
No.
Yeah, unfortunately not.
No?
No.
And anteater, that means it was unclipped.
Really?
Pictured your rotten little European cock.
I'm uncircumcised too, dog. What's the problem?
That's just awful.
I got a little turtleneck in the wintertime. You know what I'm saying? Who you kidding?
It's awful.
Science.
The Cuban egg roll.
The Cuban egg roll, a.k.a. turtleneck.
I'd like to attack that with itching powder and a stapler.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
All right, so these two couldn't get hypnotized. Who got hypnotized then?
The two girls that he brought in.
That is a coincidence.
Yeah, that really
let
is.
me just say something. They were so hypnotized, but the one sitting there in the chair and she's sleeping and her eyes are flittering like this, like she's trying to keep them shut.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, good one over there.
Well, I think we should get down to business.
Yeah, let's get down to business
right.
with the hypnotist.
Let's see some naked.
Let's bring him in.
We're going to need a little room in
What
here,
about
though.
the naked girls?
What
are we working that segment in?
All right, you guys,
Don't worry about
fat guys, you guys got to go to that mic over there.
You got it.
All right, we
I
got
would
to.
presume that would be us, right?
Where do you want?
I think we're gonna get him over there with the
Okay,
girls
yeah.
and the couch and stuff. That would be a good place. No?
Are the girls staying?
Yeah, of course they are. All right, we're moving the guys over.
Right.
We got Salish. Salish? That is the weirdest name, bro. That's tough to say.
What's your background, sir?
I'm from the Fiji Islands.
Oh, I hear that's very nice.
It is. It's beautiful there.
Yeah. Fiji.
Yeah. Somebody says they love the water. So do I.
You love water?
No, the Fiji water.
Oh,
The bottle of water.
yeah, I like water too. All right.
You get in the hotels, yeah, finer hotels.
Okay, why don't we? So, how many people you get hypnotized?
I got a couple hypnotized.
All right, and they.
All right.
You brought them with you?
Where are they?
They're.
Lauren, where you at? Where's my girl?
Like, who are they? Who are they?
Oh, they one of them is a friend of mine, and the other girl is a friend of hers. So.
Oh, right on.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. All right, let's bring them in and see what we
Bring,
can get happening here.
Bring the ladies in.
Okay, listen.
Hi.
Oh. There they are. Hi.
Hi. Yes.
Wait, what's wrong with that girl? Opie. What's wrong with you?
Man, nothing. What's wrong with you?
Ooh, nothing's wrong with me.
Ooh. Aha.
Snap! You got served.
It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'm Opie.
Yes.
That's Anthony.
Hi,
Joey
Jimmy.
Diaz. Ralphie. That's right. No, I'm just kidding. Ralphie May and Jim
Jimmy,
Norton.
Ben.
Ben.
Ben's hog.
Ben's hog.
Yes.
You have to introduce it as a separate entity because it is.
He has to
Look at
pay
him. There he goes.
He has to throw that big delicious gift in the overhead on a plane. And that's Nathaniel, and that's Eric, and that's Master Poe.
Soon, I'm never going to remember.
And those are three young ladies.
Oh, we met them.
And that's Danny, and inside is
Right.
Derek. And,
And don't forget the Bag of Nuts.
the
Bag
Bag
O'
of
Nuts.
comedy team. And then this guy,
Travis.
who was
I've
the
never seen them before. That's the one that ends.
Yeah.
who's the club owner in Mississippi Burning, and then some guy out there with awful sunglasses. and some guy and his girlfriend out there. Who's the guy with the mustache?
That's Dawn.
I don't know.
Who's
Works
Dawn?
for our super agent.
Oh, okay.
And that's about it. So.
And who's the guy she's with that awful black-eyed stare? Non-smiling
Number
face.
7.
Oh, he's awful.
All right, so why don't we get something going here, Anthony?
All right.
What do you think?
Absolutely.
All right, so what do we got there?
Well, we got a couple of young girls hypnotized, and just see what we can make them do. And just relax them back in a deep, deep sleep. You will find that whenever you're asked any questions, you will have the uncontrollable urge to swear. You will not know why, but you have the uncontrollable urge to swear. In 1, 2, 3, wide awake. And just relax in a deep, deep sleep. You're going to find that you have a stuttering problem. And that's what happens when you become nervous. But every time Opie or Anthony asks you a question, you're going to become very nervous and begin to stutter in 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Go.
Well, ladies,
we like being here. You're having fun here.
Fuck that.
Oh.
That's a statement.
Statement. Jimmy trying to trip her up with some kind of wacky line of questioning that isn't a question. It's a statement. Well, what do you do for a living?
I'm a songwriter.
You're a songwriter. That's a nice. That's your occupation. You get paid for it?
Fuck yeah.
Oh, again, the cursing I see is coming out.
Yeah, why the cursing?
Bad mouth.
You're a potty mouth,
Uh-huh.
is what they say. And how do you make money writing songs? Who do you sell them to?
Fucking clubs, record companies, I don't know.
Yeah. Anything else but fuck? How about the S word?
Yeah.
Shit.
Do you drop a C-bomb while we're at it?
Cock balls.
But I don't even understand how you make money as a songwriter. That's your only occupation?
Yeah.
You're a singer?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so you do gigs?
Yeah.
You play guitar and
play piano.
you go to piano and you go to clubs?
Yeah, I play in the city a lot.
In the city you play? And what kind of music you do?
Shit.
Okay, that's good. You should have a little more self-confidence.
It's pop
What
rock.
is your music like? Shit.
Yeah.
It's
All right.
pop rock.
Pop rock.
Good plug.
Like Tori Amos,
Oh, okay. That kind of stuff.
Fiona Apple,
Uh-huh.
folk.
All right.
All right, should we talk to the giggling girl?
Of course. What do you do?
I'm in college.
You're in college.
Mhm.
And what are you going to college for?
I'm studying engineering.
Engineering.
Yep.
Oh, they have a drama department?
You come off very high.
Why?
You come off like you're stoned.
I'm great. I'm great. Sure.
Really? And what do you what are you going to school for?
I am mystified.
I'm studying engineering.
Engineering, but
So,
what do you want to become?
Probably construction. Either go into construction law or construction engineering.
Now, are you afraid? Let me ask you a question. Why were you so upset when Nurse Ratched said she told your mother? I mean, there was nothing to be ashamed of. You knew it. You weren't ashamed, and then you started punching your penis and cut your throat, and I want to know why. 10 for Billy to match his wang.
She was great in Boogie Nights, too.
Hold on.
Hey, let me go to Randy, Anthony.
Wait. Hold on. Danny, I didn't get that one.
Yeah, Danny?
Doesn't she have the same car as Marky Mark in Boogie Nights?
Yeah. And it just smashed into a wall.
Let's say hi to Randy in Cleveland. Randy.
Hey, O&A, how's it going?
Pretty good.
All right, this guy here, there's one thing you missed. If this guy claims that he used to do this to help people medically, them guys make a lot of money. Why would he quit just to do it for an entertainment purpose and take a pay cut?
Ooh, good question.
I don't know.
Salish?
Well, I get to travel all across the world, first of all, and secondly, I get to see a lot of different things, and third thing is I get paid quite well.
It's a great life, right?
It is. It's a great life.
The entertainment
All right,
biz.
let's get the girls to do something else, I guess, because that one worked wonderfully.
Make out.
Where did Jimmy go?
Bathroom. Make out.
Jimmy just leaves the show
He gets spastic colon.
whenever he wants.
That's the beauty of being Jimmy. He gets to do that.
Yeah.
He just gets to do that. All right, what else you got there?
Well, it looks like the girls are starting to come out of it. We've just been waiting around for a bit. And with everything that's been going on.
I understand.
Around here.
Yeah. That happens, right? She's still sleepy over there in the corner. Yeah.
We'll miss a little Permagrin.
The engineer. Mm-hmm.
I'll visit your house one day.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to sit us down on that couch and put us under.
Yeah, sit down on the couch and it like wore off or something?
It wears off a little bit, yeah.
It does.
It's like weed.
I was just looking at the clock, and I don't think there's really enough time to reapply.
No. It takes like a few minutes.
Yeah?
Well, she's been hypnotized before.
Oh, really?
That's the thing,
Yeah.
Remind me to thank Steve after the show.
Jimmy's back.
Yeah, I had to be bad.
Steve, you just missed Jimmy, you just missed some great stuff.
What happened?
Nothing.
Oh.
Absolutely nothing.
Well, I don't know. I kind of like, I had to pee. All right, so,
yeah.
What kind? Oh, you said Tori Amos. My ex-girlfriend loved Tori Amos. I'm not a big fan, to be honest with you. Not of your stuff, but Tori Amos.
Well, you haven't heard.
No, I know. Is it good?
Cornflake girl.
Hypnotize the engineer girl to make her think that multiple MIGs threw jizz in her hair.
Hissed at you.
Multiple MIGs.
Wow.
There's good visual jokes
certainly is.
We're flying off with here.
Yeah, that's great for radio.
Yeah.
Sure is.
And so is this, sir.
Yes,
well,
I'm a little mystified, to be honest.
Are you mystified?
Yeah, man. It's like she's obviously under and you're obviously under. It's like a little creepy.
No, they already admitted they're coming out of it.
They're coming out of it. When you were in the bathroom?
Maybe the hypnotist could hypnotize the audience to believe that this was a really good segment. This stunk.
No, I don't know about that, Opie.
Could be the worst segment since we started XM.
Let's save it. We got the dances. Let's have a party in this motherfucker.
Yeah,
Set it off.
All right,
Come on, baby. Put on the music. Let's go. Uncle Joey's ready to wiggle.
We'll end with a party, I guess.
Thank God for replays. Because this will be immortalized for another 5 times today.
Oh, my God. Eric, find another segment to throw in here.
Well, I don't know. I want to know about
Yes, sir,
I want
Jimmy?
to know about them being under. Cause are you still under at all?
It just feels like
Food!
You're very relaxed right now. I'm coming out of it.
Yeah. So you feel kind of relaxed.
If we're
and a little
standing, it's better if you're sitting down.
a hypnotism hangover kind of a thing.
You're supposed to be. I mean, we're trying to stand up, and it's very shaky.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You have nice toes, by the way.
Oh, thanks.
I don't have a foot fetish or anything, but those are relatively nice.
You can't
toes.
see it.
I noticed it was wearing off because they didn't have that black and white pinwheel spinning thing going on in their eyes like that. Does he have lightning bolts that come out of his fingers and go to hypnotize him?
If you look into his eyes, it's
Yeah, you should try to do it.
Look into my eyes.
Look at his eyes.
Can I look at your eyes, mister?
They're mesmerizing.
They're deep and sultry.
I will mesmerize you.
Hey, Mallory. What happened when you were trying to be hypnotized? Why didn't it work?
Why didn't it work?
I don't know.
Is that what you just asked?
Yeah.
She answered that, right?
I don't know.
I didn't hear it.
To tell you the truth, I really don't know. I never really believed in it, so...
No, well, that's probably it.
I tried.
Gotta have an open mind, I guess.
Well, I tried to be open-minded, but it just, I don't know, it just really didn't work.
Take? Sir, why doesn't it take on some people?
Well, I mean, it takes on everybody on a certain point in time, but I mean, here you're doing it in front of people.
Yeah.
And you know you're going to make an ass of yourself as well.
Right.
And you don't know what to expect for the first time.
Here's the thing. A friend of mine is into hypnosis. I've never actually gotten it done, but a friend of mine has said that there are times where if you're going to hypnotize somebody, because it's a thing with the mind, that it's not always going to have like the same type of a thing with one person. That when you're going to like bring it to another person, there's always going to be
everybody reacts differently, completely.
But is there a way?
No, I think everyone's reacting the same way in the studio right now.
Well, I want to know if there's a way across the board. if you go across the board, is there a way with one person to the other person to kind of make the whole thing
work for everybody?
Well, I'm not sure.
Well, it can work for everybody.
Good question.
I mean, well, the thing is, people say that some people are not susceptible to it, and yet other people will have a reaction that could be or not considered dissimilar. It depends.
Well, I mean, if you look at brainwave patterns, when you're hypnotized and when you meditate, same brainwave patterns. I mean, all hypnosis is self-hypnosis. I know how to get someone there and keep them there, but they have to want to go there in the first place.
Wow, that answer sounded like one of Jimmy's questions.
Riveting.
Oh, well,
back to the dancers.
Yeah, back to the girl. Bring on the dancing girls. No, well, thank you. I mean, it didn't quite turn out like I had hoped, but You know, what are you going to do? Right? That's what I say. What are you going to do?
Opie's pissed.
No, I'm not.
No, he's not. Opie's not angry.
I'm fine.
No.
I'm totally fine.
Do you have any place that people can see you? Or
Actually, I'm going to be at Seaside Heights at the Green Room tomorrow night.
Seaside Heights, the Green Room? That's down there on the Jersey Shore.
On the Jersey Shore, yeah.
Of course. Very good. And
come out, check out the show.
There for the weekend?
Just for the Saturday night.
No, just Saturday night.
Yeah.
Dude,
Very good.
You do realize this went horribly wrong, right?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I do. You know what?
Right.
This
I mean, let's
whole thing
acknowledge
was
it.
just a piece of shit.
Can I be honest?
Yeah, right.
You know what? I'm not fucking mad at this or anything
No,
like
you
this, but
shouldn't be.
if you guys come out and check out the show,
Uh-huh.
you know,
but why would we?
Well, there's people
on your own, on your own turf.
Yuri Geller did better on the Tonight Show. God,
yeah,
that was
I mean,
a good
you come out
1976
to
reference.
see a show, at a show, it's a lot different.
Yeah.
Like, I know you guys are cynical about hypnosis and everything
Yeah.
else, and I've heard that before I even got
Uh-huh.
here. But the whole thing is, it's a great show if you get a chance to watch it.
Mallory, can you come here for
Okay.
a second? I want to ask you something.
Mallory stepping up to the mic for Jimmy,
No, just sit here for a second.
sitting on
Thank
Jimmy's
you.
lap.
All right. Now I wanted to just
No question, just he wanted you to sit on his lap.
smell really good. You can sit on my leg. You don't have to sit on my mule, because if I get a rod, I'll be embarrassed.
All right, well.
Did you think it was fraudulent? I'm not saying him, but hypnosis in general.
Yeah, I definitely think it doesn't.
Wow, you don't think it works? Obviously, it has to work on some level. Some people.
I really don't think it does.
Yeah, and she's a very bright girl, you can tell.
Go down, check out the show, the Green Room down there, Seaside Heights, and judge for yourself.
She thinks
There
it's
you
a
go.
bunch of bunk.
It's malarkey.
All right, well, this is wonderful.
Maybe Steve can book somebody else next time.
Steve, yeah, it's cool, man. It was like a very full day.
The amazing Cluster Fucko. Maybe next time.
We're gonna Steve's gonna book a painter, and he's just gonna
I
paint
will.
the wall, and we're gonna
saw
watch
one
it
kitty.
dry. Jesus.
The phone book reader.
All right, we're gonna let you guys be. This was wonderful.
Well, they're telling us we got to get you.
Yeah, we gotta get you
Yeah.
out of here. Unfortunately, we gotta get you out of here.
All
All
right.
right, let's hear it for.
Ladies, sir, thank you for showing up. Don't be down. Don't be down. I see you looking a little like, huh? Geez.
Oh, you know what? This
It does work. I mean,
Does
we
it?
were in the
Well,
other
obviously.
room.
What happened?
We had us doing shit. Like,
Yeah.
I couldn't open my eyes at one point. It was like,
What did you
pretend
do?
your
That's like
eyes
our
are
audience
glued shut.
listening to this segment.
Try to open your eyes.
Can't quite-
Oh, bad. It was cool. We did some cool stuff in there.
It happens.
Oh, that's good.
But
It's
you
always
guys,
cool on a
didn't,
radio
you guys
show.
didn't hear it.
I'm sure they're doing some good radio somewhere else. Too.
That happens.
I had some funny lines on the way over in the cab.
Yeah, exactly. You know. Next time, bring a DAT recorder with you there, Jimmy.
There
All right,
you go.
we got to let you guys.
All right, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
There they go. Thank you, sir. Master
Oh, wait,
Poe.
No, don't call him back, though. Don't get that fucking thing started. Let him go. Did you see that guy, bro?
Holy
Are you
shit.
fucking crazy?
Why? He was good.
Oh, please.
Wow.
And he brought 2 victims with him. You know what I'm saying?
Jesus.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
You were very
could be.
good.
Let me
Holy
think.
shit.
I'm trying to think of a
All
worse
right.
segment.
No, it's top
No,
five.
no, hold on. It's top 3.
Top
Dude,
3.
that was brutal.
Worst segment.
I read the whole paper.
All right.
Wait, I'm
That
trying to think
guy
of worst segment, though. I know there was something that was worse. It was
Dustin Diamond.
Dustin Diamond was really bad.
Ralphie,
Oh, please.
Ralphie May's first visit.
Oh, like that. No, my first visit
No,
was
as
epic.
You killed.
look, as far as us being on XM, I'm saying Colin Quinn when he was on, and nothing against Colin or anything. That was just the way the stars were aligned. It stunk on ice. Colin has been brilliant on our show in the past, but the last time he was on, we were all tired. Colin was tired. It was probably one of the worst segments.
I thought it was
we've done.
pretty magical.
I like Colin. He's my man.
I know, so do we. I love him, but it just wasn't
But it
working.
just wasn't happening.
That also.
That will be officially the last hypnotist ever to be on our program.
Bro,
Wow,
that-
really?
I think that dude was fucking retarded. Did you look at him? He wouldn't leave. Like, you're torturing him, and he's like, well,
he was
hold
trying
on.
to salvage something
Eric,
from the whole thing.
I want to see how good you are. Can
Uh-oh.
you replace this segment in the replay?
Yeah.
You can,
I don't
right?
think you should.
With what?
Why?
No, we shouldn't. I don't
let
think
it
you should
be?
replace
No,
it.
leave
It's
the
so
brutality
god
in there.
awful. You just gotta leave it in there. You know why you gotta leave it in
You
there?
can't be great all the
To
time.
show these fuckers what bad radio is. Sometimes they bitch about stuff, and we're like, holy shit, we were having a good time. We thought that was good. And these motherfuckers will start bitching about our show going, that stunk today. No, that stunk.
Dude, you're the all the chat lines, all the
message boards.
Yeah, message boards, they hate me, dude.
Oh, I know.
He sucks, he's a fat ass, he's a fatty fat.
Yep.
I make one fat joke, oh, I'm a dick. Okay,
Yeah.
please. You fucking cocks. Fucking
We gotta love
life,
it.
you
But
bunch of
we don't
mutts.
read them or pay attention to it.
You know, I went in there as a goof. I'm like,
no.
shit.
We always do.
Here we go.
We got a huge story going down. They intercepted a flight from London to JFK.
It was a mistake.
Huh? They're saying it's a mistake. Canadian fighter jets are scrambling to escort the jet in for a landing.
Yeah, I feel much safer now that the fucking Canada's on the case.
I know.
Yeah, your fucking mind.
I felt secure until they said Canadian fire.
Better
fighter
luck getting
jets.
the fucking
There's
the Marines from Blockbuster to take
Why don't
over.
you have the hypnotist bring the fucking plane down through osmosis? That fucking sleeping pill.
Sleep,
Oh my
sleep,
God! I couldn't even look at him
sleep.
anymore. Did you see him? He was standing there, and
Oh.
those two fucking. They gotta be like beat up women. What are those women that get beat up and at a shelter, and you give them like a cup of coffee and a fucking pretzel, and they follow you somewhere? Those are those two.
Battered.
Oh, the engineer. She couldn't fucking make a pillow. Did you see her? What's an engineer?
I think they inadvertently hit the
Oh, my
hijack button.
God.
That one had the
Okay.
red nose? What?
Yeah, I think they inadvertently hit the hijack button. On
That's
the
what
plane.
happened?
These guys,
Yeah.
Okay.
they're virgin, they're all wasted. They're all, virgin. You get to sleep.
Are the girls going to get naked to end the show?
Yeah, all
or-
right, naked.
Ooh. No, they all look at it. It's so fun. It's so nice when you say something like that, Opie, and they all look at each other out of the corner of their eyes and start shaking their head. No, I don't do that. No.
It's fucking Friday. You gotta
Oh my
get
God, we
naked.
got strippers that won't strip. We got hypnotists that can't hypnotize.
I'll strip. I don't give a fuck. I'm
Terrible
effective.
show.
I'll strip.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go.
That's the
See what I'm saying? There you go. Now we go.
That's all we needed. That's all we needed.
Yeah, nice.
Guys
Come on,
are so
girls.
easy to
Come on.
satisfy.
How about it?
So now we're all
What's the
happy
problem
again.
here?
That's all we needed.
She's ready for the party. Blondie, what's the problem? What are you, Catholic? Let's go. Get it off.
What are you?
Are you really? So am
No,
I.
I'm not.
Fuck
I'm
it.
Protestant.
You what?
Protestant.
Same shit, a different smell. I'll get it off then.
Close
Don't
it.
worry about it. Oh, that hypnotist was just pissing me off.
Yeah, he was really
He's
bugging
pissing
you.
you
Yeah,
off.
because you could see he was
He's
bullshit.
like, let's try it again.
Yeah,
I'm
he
like,
was
how many times are
bullshit.
we gonna try?
I know when they said, well, we'll sit down and have him redo it. I was just like,
Yeah.
oh
He
no,
just stood
he
there.
cannot sit down and redo this.
All right, we're going to get to the phones here, Anthony. Why don't we do some phone calls? Let's
Please.
go to Kenny. Hey, Kenny, what's up?
Today I learned that Canada has fighter jets.
Yeah, no kidding. Who knew?
And I also learned, I believe that Anthony says worse instead of worst when referring to the Bob Kelly stuff, which we'll learn in the replay in about a half hour.
That's the worst.
That's the worst.
I don't know what I said.
Like-
To tell you the truth,
All
I
right.
can't even remember.
Let's go to Chris on Long Island. Chris?
I've been hypnotized.
What's up, boys? Listen, the show was pretty good.
It
Not
had,
you.
It had its moments. What about the whole Gordon Lightfoot thing? That was kind of cute. Rob on Long Island, what's up?
I learned that Anthony says stunk on ice every fucking day.
Do I stunk on ice? No, not every day. I do say it a lot. But it has to stink on ice for me to say it. You know.
All right.
People will pick and pick
every
at
day.
every little goddamn thing we do on this show.
Cocksuckers are brutal.
He says stunk on ice too much. All right. Now I'm going to be all self-conscious and never say that again.
We crereated them, and now they're attacking us. We
That's
created
it.
They
them.
love you and they attack you.
And now they want
Cocksuckers.
to
like the mad scientist that makes an army of monsters to defeat the world with, and they turn on you. No, get back, you will obey me.
I know.
And then they eat you.
Let's go to Rob on Long Island. What's up, Rob?
Yo.
Hey.
Hello?
Rob, come on, help us
Rob.
out. Everything is failing right now. Everything. All major
You guys-
organs are failing.
System failure
Help
lights
us
are
out.
blinking on.
Bob Kelly's got another leg we could break.
Right. Rob.
You guys hear me?
Yes,
stupid
Rob.
talk. Fuck.
Oh, sorry. Okay. I was
System
failure.
System failure.
I had on the air was Chris Rush, and the line that sunk him was Turkish towel. Oh, and another thing, you guys do say a lot, Anthony, Opie, Little Jimmy. You know, you guys should try to get away from that.
Pull up, pull up, pull up. Altitude.
This show has gone into a nosedive.
We are fucking just
We were
I wish we got
spinning out.
and we
hijacked.
started out
You know?
so good.
On fire.
The show, you could graph this show.
Excuse
and
me. We did not start the show off well today.
I thought it started off pretty good.
With the Bob Kelly remixes?
Oh, but they were bad Bob Kelly remixes, but it was funny. Like, and there were a couple of good ones. I didn't mind the Bob Kelly remix.
All right.
Okay, look. If you graphed the show, it would look like a big tit. It started off low. We tried to bring it up.
And then it went back
She can
down.
save the show right here, Opie.
All right.
Opie, there. She can save it.
Oh, wow.
Come on.
She's on the
let's bite to that
console
chick,
now.
baby. That's
Nice.
a boy.
Pants are pulled
Now
halfway
you're
down.
talking
She's
to me.
topless.
All the way down.
She's
Oh,
smacking
yeah.
her
The
ass.
girls really won't want to get naked?
What's your deal? You don't show topless nothing for the boys? You want to dance? What's the story here?
Come on. He's working it. I like the way he
He's not
works.
fucking working. What, I got to
Like
give
the
a
way he
20 here
works.
for a little wiggle? Let's get the party started. Let's go. Hey, Red Devil, let me bite you
Wow.
a little muffler there. Come on over here by Uncle Joey.
I need a big bump, and then I'll do whatever.
Yeah, you go
She needs a little
Ah,
Oh,
yeah.
hold on. You got any aspirin in the studio? This works all the fucking time at 2:15 in the morning.
Grind up
I
a
did it
little
on the set of the
Excedrin.
longest yard.
Drink a lot of booze.
I
Drink a
met
lot
a
of booze.
girl at a bar, and she's like, I need some blow and shit. And I'm sitting in my hotel. I'm like, what the fuck am I going to do? I went in the bathroom. I crushed up some aspirin.
Yeah.
I gave her 3
It's all
full
about
Bayer
the cake.
aspirins. She was so fucked up in the head that she was gyrating in the
Bayer
fucking chair.
aspirin.
Bayer aspirin will get you fucking high as a
kids.
kite.
She sniffed it?
Yeah, it's good for you. You gotta see. No hangovers in the morning, no headache.
Yeah.
You wake right up. You fucking. Oh yeah, you must be my lucky star. You should have called. We
All right,
would've
get
fucked you.
the bag o' nuts
I
guys
had
in
it
here.
but I dropped it in the toilet.
You dropped it in the toilet. What happened?
I don't know. I took it out of my bra, so I wouldn't drop it in the toilet.
Oh,
and then I
you
dropped
dropped
it
your
and flushed it
blow.
in a jar. No, I don't do that.
No.
It's all about the little jars.
Whatever it is, you dropped it in the toilet.
Oh, okay.
Oh, little K.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm thinking old school.
Jeez.
Thinking 1986.
What the hell's going on in here?
That's unbelievable.
Hey, bag o' nuts guys, thanks.
Hey, man.
I wish you were in here for the hypnotist segment. You would have saved
At
that
least
one.
you guys got to see some tits and got some hypnotist shit going on. You know what I mean? Hey, we didn't bring that cat.
I wish you would have beat. You 3 guys would have beat the fuck out of him. That's our next project. We're gonna knock the shit out of that fucking Swami, imitation Ming Rames looking
we weren't with
motherfucker.
him, man.
Did you see him? He was horrible. He was like, oh, his eyes. Did you see the one retard next to him?
Yeah.
Well, look at his eyes. They're so mesmerizing. I'll go. You'd be mesmerized by fucking silver, you dumb fucking cocksucker.
They were actually blue contacts. It looked
Yeah,
like.
they were. You know, that guy's a fucking scam. We should just go down to Seaside tomorrow and blow him up. What do you think, that terrorist chick? Let's go to the fucking green room, you and me, naked, and just grab him and
Let's go to
get
Seattle.
Ralphie on top of him.
Sean, what's up?
Hey, man, I want to know, why the hell did you turn into a pussy all of a sudden?
What do you mean?
You guys will tool on anybody, and, I mean, rip the shit out of guys, play good cop, bad cop. And that guy set you guys up to where you could have at least salvaged the bit into something memorable.
It
You know, the
was-
best part about this thing is that on the West Coast, the Friday replay starts at 11 o'clock at night, so there's no hell way I'll be listening to it again.
Yeah, I honestly there was nothing there. I was looking around, trying to find.
At least throw the poker chips at the
I know.
bastards.
I was just
Do something.
I was trying to find an angle, and I just didn't have it. I didn't have it.
It
You're
was
right.
just awful.
It was just so bad. There was no angle to go for.
And they were the stupid Mr. Clean arms folded.
Yeah.
Crashed
He's
and
a
burned.
big dude, too. These guys, they're in no danger. Confront something that big and scary.
Yeah.
Master clothes on the
Are you girls shy about getting naked? I'm not even being a dick. I'm just curious. Like, are you guys shy about it, or?
No.
Did you
I
dance?
never danced naked, though.
You never did?
Really?
Yeah, no, it's go-go where I am. It's bikini. That's it. You're looking at it.
And you mean dudes actually pay?
This is what I was telling you guys last night at the
fucking
restaurant.
pay.
This is what I was telling you, yeah.
And they're
What a
just
bunch of
paying for
half
lap
ass.
dances. And I'm like, basically, we hump you till you're hard, and then we leave.
What the
You get
fuck
us
is
3
that?
minutes for $20, and I'm like, thanks.
Who
That
does
was
this?
easy.
Everybody out.
What the fuck? I'm baffled.
Everybody out.
Who the fuck does this? Who pays for this?
Remember, we're gonna have
What a
Everybody
fucking
fucking get out
zeros.
of the studio.
Please,
Just
we're
a
gonna
bunch
have.
of fucking
Everybody
zeros. I
get out
can't
of the
fucking
fucking-
believe
We were gonna have a
this.
bachelor party for you here, but I
I know,
told you.
there's no
that-
bachelor party for me. I'm getting married in a month, and I fucking got friends with the fucking hooligans.
Steve, you're fired. Martini Steve's fired.
firing
This is
Steve.
the fucking worst.
Martini didn't know that
I
fucking
got up
hypnotist
early
was a
under the
scam.
promise of bitches,
You
fucking
didn't know
hot
the
chicks. I
you
get
didn't know the
titties right
hypnotist
here.
was a scam.
It's great. Fucking
Martini.
thank God the girl in red's helping me out. No offense, not for nothing, but I ain't getting nothing off of you.
Steve
See,
promised
this
us
is
these girls
nice.
would do
Pussy.
something.
Wow.
We've been turning down strippers for months, but Steve's like, no, I'm telling you,
No,
they'll do
these are
stuff.
the girls.
Before the segment, he goes, guys, we talked to the girls. They're going to do pretty much anything you want. Really?
Everybody out.
Really?
Yeah,
We
let's
just
get the
finished
fuck
show.
out.
Everybody-
Just get the fuck
Everybody
out.
just go. Everybody just go. Please.
So we could have, man, this could have been a lot better. That's all I'm saying. Come on.
Anthony,
Let's
can
go.
you play the Hulk music? One by one, everyone's going to leave. We have a minute and 40 seconds to do this. You can't find it?
He's looking for Hulk music.
Can you find it?
Can find it always.
All right, Dirk, start playing the Hulk music.
Say goodbye here.
Yeah.
Oh, I found it.
All right, hurry. Turn off that music. All right, Bag of Nuts, guys. Thanks. Get the hell out of here.
Can I
Bag with 2 G's, onuts.com.
Oh, he's trying
Go
to...
fast.
Trying to
At
plug.
the Improv on the 11th and 26th. Check out the website for more information.
All right, thank you. Get out of here.
There you go.
Stripper girl.
Just walk away to the sad walking away music.
Walk. No plugs for the strippers. All right, get the strippers out of here. Bye, ladies. Thank you. Bye. Oh, yeah, she was cool. Let her plug fast.
I'm Mallory.
YannisWorld.com.
Very nice. Okay.
All right.
Ladies, thank you. All
Ladies,
right. G.G. Allen guy that plays golf with Rich Voss, 3 handicap.
Yeah.
Thank you.
There we go. Just walk away.
Ralphie May.
I'm getting the brush up too.
Yeah, everybody is. Hurry.
I don't blame you.
Caroline,
it's a sinking ship anyway.
Caroline.
I'm a Caroline.
Ship.
It's a sinking ship.
Joey Diaz, Comedy on the Hudson, tonight and tomorrow, 8 o'clock.
All right, get the fuck out of here. Jimmy, just leave.
I don't want to
Come on,
leave.
Jim.
Because
Just
they're out there.
Go.
No.
Just leave.
I can't tell you how much that annoyed me. That
All
we
right.
don't want to get naked shit. I am so fucking tired of it.
All right, you're out of here. Anthony and I will
I'm
now
leaving.
leave too.
Goodbye.
This fucking show is
Goodbye.
scum. Take their clothes off. Just leave and walk away.
As the show quickly hit the bottom.
There's unfunny in here. It might be contagious.
Let's go fucking drink.
No plugs.
Done.
This concludes our podcast day. The Opie and Anthony Show.